everybody, and welcome to Vitamin D&D's playthrough of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostbane. My name is Tim North, I'm the DM, and with me, as always, are my delightful friends who bring this world to life. So before we get started into our next episode, I'm going to give a shout out to Hero Forge. Go to our About section and get the referral link, and then, I don't know, it'll just take you to this delightful online app where you can make 3D customized miniatures to, I don't know, delightful extents. They've also got this new thing. It's, if you don't want like a whole miniature, if you don't want to pay for that, you can get flats. It's like a printed image of your miniature, and it's kind of like flats, kind of like the old Pathfinder.
Oh, yeah.
There's like pieces of cardboard, I think, that we played in our first session. So you can actually get that. So it's like for half the price of a miniature. So if you just want to make monster miniatures and stuff with them, you now have an affordable option to it. So go to our About page, click on the referral link, and you'll go there or whatever. Another shout out is, of course, as always, to Arcane Brotherhood Studios and the delightful composer, Philip Melvin. You'll hear their ambiance and music in the background of this, because they just release content at such a ridiculous level. It's so impressive.
It's what all of my previous games have been missing, is that kind of ambient sound. It just gets you into it.
It really does, and it's delightful, like, the degree at which they do it. They even do steampunk stuff, and it's impossible to find that. So go check them out. Arcane Brotherhood Studios, go sign up to the Patreon and get a shit ton of rewards. And we do.
We like it.
We do.
We love it.
We want some more of
Thank
it.
you.
Right.
So ask us to see
ending on Cinema Girl. That's what we're doing. Welcome to our channel. Is there any announcements that anybody would like to make before? New overlay. By the way, there's a new overlay on this episode.
Oh my gosh.
The link's
Put me in the box.
It's a little bit of a new setup. It looks a little bit cooler. I really love it. I think they did a fantastic job. We'll keep a link to their page at the bottom. Please go check them out. Go talk to him. He's amazing. And the first person I'm contacting. What's up?
The artwork.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, as well. We got delightful artwork that's going to be popping up at the bottom of the screen as well. So go check that out. Other than that, I think we're just going to step into the next episode of Icewind Dale.
Yay!
Rime of the Frostbane! Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Town of Easthaven, where a new speaker has come into power by the name of Tobias Kinsley. In charge of the military forces and the guard, the safety of everybody else, are two captains, one Boiler Forgeborn and Donna Bonnie. In charge of the scientific and arcana department, we have the Sorcerer Supreme, Gwen the Great, and the person that deals with all the miscomings that happen behind the scenes, the things normal people don't know about. We have Master Whisperers, As you guys have now fallen into your roles of a governmental force, for the most part inside Easthaven.
Oh boy.
Well, we're retiring here.
We had a very productive day as the first new speaker. Several people come into place. The development of an arcane department. Someone in charge of building and reconstruction. Dear friend Charlie Booker, who was already doing the job you wanted him to have, which worked out great. Assigning Donna's dearly beloved Ronaldo to be the Scald of the village. In other words, the person that's going to keep minutes, historical sort of research, a poetic tailing of the good people rising to power and running Easthaven, in charge of, talking to the public when the moments that you don't want to, General Secretary. So as we essentially formed a good structure and organized some of the reconstruction of the town of Easthaven, we are left with where we're going to go to now, as we gathered around for a bit of a meeting, sort of reaching out to other members of the strange Arcane Brotherhood. We have some semblance of who they were, as we, on sort of trip to the Spire, found a simulacrum of one of the previous members, who you guys remember on your first day got burned by the stake in the very town you now run. However, bringing him to life with a successful reconstruction of it, discovering that members of the Arcane Brotherhood still walk around Icewind Dale, determined to find some sort of answer to this everlasting winter. Maybe there's something that can be done. So, we reached out to them, told them that they were invited to come to Easthaven to sort of discuss this. And I don't think there's anybody in Icewind Dale now that doesn't know you guys' names. As you guys are sort of the champions, the new heroes of Icewind Dale. So, knowing that they were coming, and deciding to reach out to the harbor and the fishing lakes to maybe replace the human sacrifices with something of food. Maybe this is something that's possible. However, upon arriving there, some of the fishermen have noticed, since the cracks of the ice fell during the siege, something large swims inside this lake. As we went to investigate, a plesiosaur of all things seems to be lurking about.
I was about to sneeze.
Yeah,
We're all
I
good.
can see it going.
I was like, no, it went away.
As we had a fight with the plesiosaur and several knuckle-headed trouts inside this lake, we discovered this thing was sentient. It could think, it could talk. So, instead of killing it, we spoke to it. And strangely enough, the large dragon that we owe 100,000 gold pieces, or what sounds like 100,000 gold pieces to, had the corpse on the back by the name of Melthorond. Seemed to believe that this wizard was still alive, and the very person that gave this plesiosaur Grinks of personality, sentience, was that very same wizard. So, Grinks successfully convinced to maybe help the fishermen over here for its own reward. A new member of the Easthaven Society pushes you back inside your boats towards the coast. And my friends, that is exactly where we're going to be picking up as we find ourselves getting pushed towards the coast of our town. You guys are all collected onto your boats, Crano keeping warm from the frigid cold that had splashed inside of Borla as well. You guys are maybe a few 50 feet away, and as we collect ourselves on the boat, we now have a plesiosaur helping you guys out with the pushing you towards the harbor.
That's what I always wanted. The largest bread possible. Are we like at the shore, or are we still in the water?
I'm still in the water for now,
That's so
but
cool.
gradually going at a slow pace, being guided by this dinosaur.
Yeah, he's like a Lapras. That's cool.
Yeah, 100%. It's like a Lapras.
So as usual, you should probably do the talking when we get back. Let Rook know that this is a friend,
He's a friend.
and will help with the fishing
Yes.
while still
That's the agreement.
taking some for themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta eat.
Right. That's a big lake, so
I think that'd be plenty enough.
And as you guys approach in the sort of large sections of ice that kind of go off, as most of the lake is sort of frozen over at the top. There's wide-eyed stares from Rook and several of the other fishermen who have very keenly noticed the fight that has been happening.
Is Kyle there?
Kyle is indeed there, the half-orc.
Hey, Kyle.
George is kind of extensive. I fucking knew it! And Rook is like, probably down. As you guys are eventually lightly, gently pushed, you guys can feel your boat hit it. It takes a second for the fishermen to kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, they help you guys sort of move the boat alongside, and one by one help you guys off.
At ease, gentlemen. This is a friend. His name is Grins.
Grin?
How you say your name again, dude?
The place you sort of looks at his head, kind of looks at us. Grinks.
Grinks. Sorry. Won't happen again.
like
Grinks.
Sphinx with a G.
Ah,
Fucking thing talks.
it does talk. He's very nice, and he's gonna help you with all of your fishing from now on. And the only thing he's going to ask in return is to be left alone when he's not helping you fish, and to be able to keep some of the fish, for himself. But I think this is going to help you guys a lot. You're going to catch way more fish now.
So there's a look of reluctance on Kyle's face. He's just kind of like just looking at this.
Kyle.
But Rook does indeed just takes a few steps forward towards Grinks, and Grinks kind of just lowers her head, kind of looking in the eyes. And is that right? You're gonna be helping us out, Grinks? Yes, I would like that. Alright. We can be friends. Just starts rubbing the tip of her nose.
Nice.
And as you guys leave it out soon. Starts giving orders to deal with the rest of the shipping boat. Rook starts to have a conversation with Grims about maybe a decent plan to get more fish. With a successful adventure, you guys leave the harbor with a new friend in tow at Lactinisher. So my friends, know that we have about 2 days before members from this Arcane Brotherhood arrive to your town for a really big meeting to discuss what's next. The town is yours, and so is the day.
How long till that dragon kills us, though?
Oh, you guys still have about
A couple days, a week. I'm just.
2 hours.
Or something, yeah.
I fear her.
2 hours.
You are wise too.
Yeah.
So you had approximately 40 days.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
So
So
that
20
was
days. Jeez.
oh, it was half a fortnight. Sorry.
Yeah, I just
Damn
chopped our
you,
time in
Casey.
half.
Great.
Before they arrive.
It's been a while.
Yeah, you're still looking at I think 11 days.
Something like that. Yeah,
That's
Is
enough
what you
time.
know.
to
Yeah.
do
And it takes about
anything.
3 days to get there.
It took you guys 3 days to get there. It took you guys 2 to get back with the help of the giants who
Right.
are still on your borders.
Okay,
Great.
so as long as we leave with something in the next 7 days,
Mhm.
we'll be in good shape.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay. Clearly, we have we can make friends with giant things.
Yes.
Actual giants, giant prehistoric marine life.
And maybe a
Yeah.
giant dragon.
There we go.
Giant, but I think if push comes to shove, I think maybe I'll talk to Remy and see if maybe he wants to come along
Mm.
and pretend to be, what's the wizard on her back's name?
Oh man.
He could pretend to be Malthron. And I'm just saying,
It's like-
last resort.
No, that's smart.
Yeah.
I like it, but it's like playing with fire, maybe.
Well, I think what I'm saying is if she doesn't see reason, if we
Right.
can't negotiate with her, then we can maybe.
Oh boy.
I think the
Oh,
only
do that.
problem with that. Wow, I'm going to.
Hey, any accent works.
I'm going into a Scottish accent.
Borla.
I think
It
the only
happens.
problem with that is the fact that wouldn't Remy have to know what he sounded like because she can't see.
Mm.
I don't know. Remy has always surprised me.
That's a good point, though.
That's really good because my plan was to use Animate Dead on that and just make it go, leave them alone! Like it was Raymond.
When you do that, do they have their? Do you puppet them, or do they have their
I've never done it
previous
before. I'm just excited to try.
Oh boy.
I like learning.
What could go wrong?
I feel like these are all great plans that could go really
Rainbow.
poorly.
I think that's how all of our
We
plans
all
work.
have
That's
a bad
true.
plan. I like that.
And then we kill our way out of it.
Alright. So,
Ah, government work.
yeah.
Right, we're not getting anything done.
Ouch. Oh fuck.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we had a hell of a day. If you guys want to take the rest of the day off, go blow off some steam, go home, rest, whatever. I mean,
Thanks, boss.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you lost some health falling off that. How are you doing, Borla?
I'm fine.
Okay. You didn't lose any points?
Nope.
I mean, okay.
I'm good.
Well,
The
fine.
trout
Rub it
decimated
in.
It was cold, but I have this ring of warmth, so I'm
Ah.
just,
Gotcha.
Well, we could head to the White Lady, have some
Yeah.
dinner, some drinks,
Oh
see
my
if we can
God,
get into some
yes.
trouble. Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh my
I might
gosh.
go. Is his dad's cart still here that he brought in?
Well, yeah, when you checked last session, yeah, there was 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look for something to keep me warm. I'm so cold.
Oh,
What about the fire at the White Lady Inn?
yeah.
No, but for longer term.
Mm.
Alright, well,
can't wear
how about
it
this?
Yeah, I mean, do you want the ring? I just took it before because no one else could wear it, so
Yeah,
if you
why
want
don't
it, you
warm
can.
up?
Sure.
I could take a hit, so
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, sure.
I'll hand off ring of warmth to
Me.
Crano.
Alright, well, as you plug it off, there's a brief. It very quickly fades away the comfort of the rain before the bite of Oriel's
Oh, that's right.
winter sets
My
in.
clothes are wet. Oh,
Yep. The complete opposite effect on you, Kelly, as you slide the ring onto your finger, immediately just it warms. It starts from the inside, it gets all the way down to your toes and fingers, to the tips of your nose and your ears that just start to, and you feel the comfortability of the ring warmth.
I just thought of a diving joke. That's why I started laughing.
Made it up.
You wouldn't get it. It was too deep.
Ah!
That's right, bitches.
Inspiration.
I'm taking it. That was really bad.
That's how we get inspiration.
Shitty
Sure.
jokes.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, I got it once for saying I bear you.
I bear you. Yep.
I said, come at me. I bear you.
Come at me, bro.
That's true.
I bear you. Yep.
Bears are actually just really dumb. They replace every word, every verb with bear.
Right. So yeah, head to the White Lady
To the
then.
White Lady Inn. Well, haven't been very well defended throughout the siege. The repairs, and that's pretty easily done at this point. As you guys push your way in to the inside of it, I'll get some ambiance inside a second over here. You guys recognize familiar faces.
Play that lute.
Huh?
You gotta play the lute, you know?
Play the loop.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
So would Mike Night at. Oh my god. And they have beat like slam.
Slam poetry. And
Oh,
we do karaoke. Can we all do a song together?
Sounds great.
Karaoke bar.
Wonderwall?
Today, sorry.
Today it's gonna be the day where I'm gonna put on your ring of warmth. As you guys walk into well, there's a fire currently crackling in. However, the accompaniment of the usual music by Ronaldo and the bard and stuff that seems to be missing. As Ronaldo and Remy are in a very intense and excited conversation at the table. In between them is two cups that are simply steaming with something nice and warm on the two of them. And it seemed to be very in-depth or sort of inside a discussion. Ronaldo now and then is like climbing onto the table and like pointing things out. As Bardavan attends behind his usual bar as he enjoys, immediately looks up, beaming smile on the old man's face. So, hey, please come on inside. I know exactly what to get. As he starts stumbling to the back room, you can hear
Thanks, Bart.
it. The usuals comes out with some ale, and without even asking, eventually drops off some bowls of soup. It seems to be sort of steam. It's like the smell of stew and the occasional oils from the meat is now risen above this nice warm wooden bowl of stew for you guys.
I'm gonna walk over to Remy and Remy and Ronnie. And I'm gonna say, gentlemen, how's our theater coming?
And that's exactly what you see. It seems to be sprawled across. There's some sort of brief sketches of like how they would build the stage or what area of it, so when people come in, what's the first thing they kind of see. And as you arrive, there's some discussions. Ronaldo is dropping sort of references from other plays of like it could be kind of cool to like come in and then like that's the first thing they see, so they understand that like they're in a place of culture or whatever. And Randy's like, yeah, it kind of does disservice to like the play that's going on at the time. You know, you get to enter into a different ambience than what you get. So like they're kind of heating into it, and as you arrive, they both immediately look up with you, and even though they're kind of heated in the discussion, there's excitement on them. As he goes, kid, it's going good, check this out. He starts rolling it out, and he starts to relay all the information, essentially, that I was telling you over there. He says, we're thinking good. One thing we haven't kind of discussed at this point is sort of where to build it, like, because it would be kind of cool to eventually branch out into a district. It could be kind of cool to have maybe a side school attached to it at some point, you know, that kind of thing. Or if there's traveling merchants, we maybe want to have nearby rooms kind of thing.
Sure.
So set it up. Yeah.
Well, my favorite schools are always right by inns and bars. So, is there a place we could put it, near here?
Oh, you mean near the White Lady Inn?
Yeah.
That's actually
Oh,
good.
yeah, along the harbor. What do you think?
Might actually
Everyone
go.
knows that could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like along the harbor. Oh, that could be pretty cool, actually. Oh wow! Especially when there's gonna be fish cooking, so people can get like food and everything else. So
Yeah.
it's a great place for tourism.
And people come in to eat, to drink, and you could draw them in.
Draw them in, exactly that. They pay money to go to the theater, and afterwards, and all it's like, oh, that's cool.
What if you buy like a ticket, it's like in order you get like a drink stub for like one drink, but that brings them in.
So it could be like White Lady coupons. We can have
Right.
like little ghost coupon things.
And drinking makes plays better.
It does.
It does.
Every play gets better.
Oh wow.
Guys.
That's got. So we can. And then you can. Okay, they kind of just get like Ronaldo's just like flummoxed, and Remy's just kind of writing things down as Ronaldo is now just kind of walking in a circle on the table, like planning things out.
All right,
It's the
well-
whole thing. Eventually, he does lock eyes with you. He's like, "Hey," and he just
Hey.
hops off to the table before he comes and stumbles across to you, pulls you in for a big smooch.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Oh yeah, thanks. This is a nice project. Thanks for bringing it about.
Pleasure.
Well, immediately
They
starts
like
to
that.
like jot some ideas down, and Ronaldo's like, "I'm sorry, man. I gotta go back to find it. If I leave him alone, he's gonna sort of run off in a direction. It's like a push and pull kind of thing." Alright, cool. He squeezes your hand kind of tightly before he runs back, and the two of them get back to work, leaving you guys to kind of chill with some food, some ale, and just a nice, welcome environment.
You know, every time I smell celery cooking
Yeah.
in a stew, it reminds me of when I was a child. I just smell the celery right now. It's taking
That's
me back.
beautiful.
I had a brief good moment when I was a child, and it had stew involved. So
And celery.
Yeah.
yeah, just whenever you smell cooking celery, you think soup. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. Adds
Yes,
texture
it
to the soup.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah.
Mm.
I don't think it'd throw celery out of here.
Not much of a farmer, I don't know.
No.
No.
There's only delivered
Do
to
we
me
import
three
everything?
minutes.
I actually don't know how commerce works. We're the government.
Yeah, we should
know
figure
that.
that
We should
out.
probably
know,
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
I think along the way back,
Mhm.
I would have stopped at our house and kind of, or gone there some point, go to the house, and picked up Callian's bag that doesn't have like weapons and stuff in it. It's just clothes
Sure.
that she had on her to keep, and go and get that. And I'd go up to Ronaldo.
Sure.
What's your voice?
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Okay.
There you go.
I'm good. There's so many R names.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Ronnie, Remy, Jules. So I'll just go up to Ronaldo and be like, there's someone somewhere I could possibly change. It's very cold.
You're more than welcome to use my room.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, by all means.
So I'll go in there and change, and when I come back out, you're used to seeing Crano / Callian very much covered in black and blue, like anything to keep them suspicious, dark, hood up. But when I come out, you see someone the crown is exposed, the hair is down, kind of side part, going down to the side, and you see her walk out in a very to the floor dress, and it's completely blue with a little bit of black.
I love that for you. Okay, good. We're all seeing this?
You're all seeing them.
Okay,
Anyone
I
who's
gasp
out there.
audibly.
Your Majesty.
Yeah, and well, my brother's coming into town, and he doesn't really know about my other life, so
Wow.
better.
In your other life, you're really hot. Good for you.
Thank you, I think.
No
This,
rap.
Should we keep the whole hooded persona secret from?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
At least
Why?
the extent of it. Well, because it'll be nice if the less he knows to bring back to my parents is probably better. At least this way of course, people we see around will only know me as Crano. He only knows me as Callian. So that'll come out, but he doesn't need to know my rank or anything like that. You can know that I'm still the person of whispers, just more of a, scribe type than underground, I think.
Fair enough.
Just call it like,
Hosting family is stressful.
we call it like Spy
Yes,
Master.
very
That
much
sounds
so.
cooler.
Spy
It's
Master.
like
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Oh,
It's gonna be a lot.
That's
the
good, right?
Whispers is
Can I
cool,
do that?
like it's
Yeah.
a big
Okay.
fun title.
Right.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it's like Master of Whispers is how it's written now
Right.
on the plaque. It's very small.
Yeah,
Master
yeah.
Black.
As the night goes on, I'm gonna say.
Talk about some celery some more.
Eventually, now and then, a few individuals do stumble into the town, and as now and then, everyone that comes in, through some level of individual, you guys do get a particular greeting. Speaker. Now and then, a member of the militia will come inside, give respects to the new commanders. as they go about. And now, as some folks are now sort of gathered around the White Lady and the talks of the theater has resided, and Ronaldo has kept all that stuff inside his room, and just kind of joined you guys for a kind of collection at the bar. So, as everyone sits about and food is served, our food just arrived. So we're going to do a quick freeze frame as we grab my chow. Yeah. Alright, my friends, as you now dine on your delicious food from the temple.
The fish.
Yes, individuals have started to pile in, and you get in, there's a small sense of sort of life back inside this town. The past few days have kind of been dreary, but already talks about progressions on the harbour are making their way to the ears of everybody involved. And so, as you enjoy your last food, there's a brief moment where you guys are actually left to yourselves, kind of enjoying a decent meal. If there's anything anybody would like to talk about, now is definitely the time.
Is Ronaldo here?
Yeah, he's within earshot, for sure.
I just wanted to ask him something really quickly.
Sure. He sort of takes a big step.
Ronaldo. Hi, friend. I'm sorry. I know this is a crazy time, but I just had a one-off question. Do you know anyone who does paintings, like oil paintings?
Paintings?
No, anyone who does paintings. Does
Yeah.
good paintings? Or okay, I'll take actually somebody who's not that good. I
sure.
haven't seen many paintings, so
I mean,
I've seen like 5 paintings maybe in my life.
that's
I've been alive
sad.
like 3 months now. There's not a lot of art here, it turns out,
You know,
and most of it is a fish. So, yeah.
yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when all of this is over, we should just go on a tour outside Icewind Dale and just show you stuff. You know?
I would love to leave this place. It's very cold, and the economy is terrible.
You mean you're not having a fun time?
No, I love you guys. You guys
it's
are great.
a rhetorical question. It is absolutely
okay.
helpful.
I haven't heard
Yeah.
that word before.
Yeah, but hey, we're all here for a reason. But to answer your
We're the
question,
bears.
yeah, for sure. There's definitely some. Yes.
I just want a portrait of us made, all of us, smiling and holding hands.
Adorable.
Yeah. I think we should.
Yeah, we could.
That's so nice. Maybe like make a little oil portrait.
Sure. I'll tell you what. First thing is in the morning, I'll pop by and we'll see if they're down to do it. I'm sure they would. You guys,
Wow.
you know, with a name.
I would love that. We would love
It's like
that.
one of those old timey.
But we're all like, aww.
We all have to wear 1920s saloon era.
It's in sepia tone.
They have
So
to
just
paint
take
us.
the painting
They have to
with
paint
it.
us
Look
in
old.
sepia tone.
And we're hanging at the town hall. Okay.
I look better in like a pastel instead of an oil. Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell them.
Alright, yeah.
I'll tell them.
I suppose we can be specific bands, right?
We're
Why
getting a
not?
big headed over here and
Yeah.
picky.
Doing a lot in this place, you know?
It's true.
So anyway, thanks, buddy. Just give you a little shoulder up. Thanks. And I leave.
Oh, wow, yeah, some attention. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, I'm back, friends.
Well, as you guys continue to enjoy some of that, there's a brief moment where the table is approached. 3 members of the militia starts to approach up. You guys don't recognize these individuals. The one that approaches closest to the table in a very respectful manner is a half work. He's got sort of green tinted skin, sort of short, shaggy hair, and you can just tell from the wounds of his garments that he was very clearly like participating in some of the most recent battle. And then behind him are 2 human individuals, a male and a female. As he approaches the desk, he says, begging your pardon, didn't want to interrupt the downtime, but Captain, we've got someone sort of locked up that I think maybe you all want to know about. You in particular, speaker, sir.
Everyone, shut up!
There's a.
Right. Go ahead.
That's power.
To be honest, we haven't come across this particular type of individual previously for years, for a long time now, but great individual claiming to be a cleric of Frostbait. see, there's a particular kind of prayer that, long ago here did all the time. It kind of just stopped once the end of this winter came about. Everyone, I'm not particularly sure why. Well, we saw her doing the prayer. So we've got her locked up. If you guys would want to take the time at some point to come by.
Where?
Oh, it's at the Town Hall prisons.
How did we miss that?
Must have just
We
happened.
went down there.
Yeah, this was right now. We thought we'd come to you immediately.
You just
I was like, I swear we
that's
went
where,
down there.
like, where did you find that?
Outskirts of town. The reason why we ended up finding her is Jeffers over here. Jeffers want to come forward, and Jeffers comes forward. Gentleman's kind of got a patchy black beard, but it's his sort of long, kind of curly, almost Jon Snow like. It falls out. Very young-looking individual. Says, hello. Private Jeffers reporting for duties. No, don't do that. Making a fool of yourself.
Just talk.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the giants. Yeah, so we took them along on board to, see them sort of hanging out. And there they were, but standing out in the snow was,
This cleric.
yeah.
She hostile?
Took some convincing to throw in the cell, but yeah, aggressive.
Alright.
I like that.
Well, thank you for bringing it.
Was she like trying to talk to the giants or just coming into town?
It's hard to tell. She's from Easthaven.
How do you know that she worships the Frostman? Did she tell you that?
There used to be a prayer called the, it used to be called the Test, but it was also called the Cold Embrace.
Do it right now. Do it right now.
Oh, what?
No.
I just want to see what'll happen.
Well, you strip naked and you walk out into the snow.
Okay, yeah.
And you stand still. It's the cold for 24 hours.
Oh.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
that what-
show, you don't want that even
Did
more.
I do this in the past? Is that my backstory?
Is that what she was doing?
And she lived.
Are you sure she wasn't just a freak?
Well, she was.
Like-
I mean, we saw maybe
Fully
drunk,
nude
right?
around the
But
snow?
I've wound up
she's alive.
drunk outside naked
She wants
before.
that?
She's
She's up
alive.
in there.
She's
No.
alive.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for bringing it to our attention.
Oh, of course.
Do you have like real intense blue eyes?
Not that we noticed.
Alright,
sir.
that's good. That's good.
I think I
Good
might
question always.
go see her tonight.
Alright, we'll let the town hall know, and make sure. Thank you. We'll leave you to your food.
Please, let Bart know whatever you want on the house tonight. Okay?
Oh, well, that's a lot of generous.
Yeah,
Thank you, Speak.
please stay warm and
Unless you're still on the clock, then
Oh,
No
no,
booze.
we were.
is that good? Like a being alright.
We never dare of it, man.
Co-captain.
Not neither. You never do this.
Correct. And then dismisses himself. They go to Barnabon rather excitedly. Barnabon does a quick look over to you. And happily serves them as they enjoy being off and
Imagine if you said no. Like, what? Like,
Kick him out.
sometime happens as the Half-Orc puts down his sort of downs his beer, he burps, he taps him on the shoulders, and he leaves to do as he said, to just inform the town hall. Speak will come. Anything else to that?
okay.
Well, so much for getting drunk tonight. Alright.
Take it to go.
the drunk to go.
You'll be the bad cop, okay? I'm a good cop. Drunk
You have
cop.
like a top for this soap.
Drunk.
Nothing's changed. If you want to get drunk, I see no problem with you getting drunk anytime you want to get drunk, even if you're on the clock. That's just how I want to roll. But
That's
at your
terrible
discretion.
strategy.
I'm conflicted now.
Well, we've done pretty well with, you being drunk some of the time.
Well, they
Can be a great motivator.
Kind of talk about it out loud now. I mean, last time I got drunk, something blew up. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
What? I did it?
Yeah.
Well, not last time I got drunk.
Oh,
Last time I
okay.
got drunk, I
The
was
time
here
before.
after the battle. But before that,
Ooh.
something blew up.
I didn't know what you were talking about. Okay.
I mean,
It's alright, the speaker knows about it.
yeah, we're okay. This speaker knows about it.
Am I pardoned?
I think it's safe to say you are.
Alright, good.
You have other
Um,
things to be pardoned for.
I'm gonna get up and go see Remy.
Sure, yeah.
Hate to interrupt. Some very important planning, but
Excuse me, everybody. I gotta talk to the speaker. If you don't mind. What's going on, kid?
I could use your assistance down at the town hall. We have a prisoner we need to get some information out of.
Wow, alright, that didn't take long.
Uh-uh.
Alright, kid. I'll get my coat and get into business. He starts throwing over his usual sort of long, red, kind of very puffy cloak. He dusts off his hands and he starts marching out towards town hall. Opens up his hands, just at the edge of the call.
Y'all can come if you want, but you don't have to.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah,
I
would
want to
come.
see this.
Curious, yeah.
All right, let's go then.
I don't like splitting up as much anymore, so let's.
Yeah.
Got nothing else to
The
do.
co-captains have to be involved in this kind of thing, right? Yeah.
All right.
Should we get hats?
Maps?
Like
Mm.
orange shirts. I would go down.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I'd do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Get the
think
the
Sorry,
armband.
I'm not used to it.
Get the armband.
Oh,
with
like
the
friends
C on
or
it.
job,
wait.
so.
I like it. Wait. So
Gainful
there's
employment.
like an Easthaven crest, and like I have a cloak or a cape that has half of it, and you have the other half. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, that's what we came up with last time.
Did we?
Can the
Oh, shit.
painting guy?
With
Can the
capes.
painting guy do something
And then
like
you guys were gonna like when
Huh?
you stood next to each other, it would make one cape.
Oh right, that was maybe that's where I got the
I
idea.
think Ronaldo was
He
gonna
sold
make them
himself.
or something like that.
We have lots of ideas. Let's talk to
Yeah.
the painting guy.
This all seems like a really good use of the funding that we have.
Good. Glad we're on the
Tax
same
Yep.
page.
Yep.
But they have to know who to come to.
That's true.
All right.
Taxpayer money, man.
Take it to go.
Let's go.
Let's do this interrogation.
Bart.
You doing okay?
Hey Bart. I'm gonna bring this cup back, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna bring this bowl back. The soup's so good. I don't want to waste it. But I gotta
yeah, for sure. Keep you warm out in the cold.
speaker business. You know how it is.
Damn right, speaker business.
Hey, all right.
Speaker comes here.
I'm gonna keep this full, buddy. I'm gonna take it home.
Alright.
Okay.
Keeping the
The
bowl.
giant one that you have.
I don't remember. Is there another bar in town?
There is.
That poor bar.
Well, there was, as far as you know.
I hope
Yeah.
it's run by a really bad person.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I feel bad.
Just the
It's
nicest
an
old
old
lady.
lady. It's a nice old lady.
Inside.
Oh, no one seems to come around anymore. So I've just decided to make soup.
We're the young people.
Well, as you guys walk past the crying old lady on the street,
Oh no.
inside the streets of Easthaven, there's Remy sitting outside in the cold, just kind of staring up at the night sky before walking alongside you guys. Doesn't take you too long, as White Lady Inn is very close to the town hall. As you come across there, you see some of the work that's been done throughout the day. They're fairly decently far with some of the repairs. Seems to have been very hard work. Obviously, two members of the militia that seem to be standing on the outside that seem to be guarding the area. You nod to you guys as you walk past. Remy kind of cracks the door open for a little bit before he comes inside. And as you guys walk into the area, eventually down towards the prison cells, there's two guards, one standing beside the braziers that hold torches on the other ends of it all. But one of them looks up and says, "Oh, speaker, sorry we were expecting you." Puts it off and pushes the door open, lighting up with the torches on the inside, taking you guys down to one of the cells. The prisons, as you guys, I think, checked in with this place since the siege, didn't take too much damage inside this area. A little bit of the ceiling kind of shifted a little bit, but for the most part, it's still pretty functional. And he eventually takes you over to a series of where you hold the torch, and there's some light at the bar, so it'll illuminate a rather young female. kind of stands there now, sort of heavily clothed, and they seem to have given her a blanket that she's kind of just tossed to the ground for a little bit. And says, she's hasn't said anything since we put her in there, but I don't know. I suppose that's your thing. I hope it's alright. I just really don't want to be around her. Is it okay?
Take the night off.
Oh, okay, thank you so much. He hands the torch, and Remy's like, just kind of pushes the hand over to Donna to give you the torch, and eventually he just sticks on the brazier and disappears for a little while. And says, "All right, old kid, how do you want to handle this? You're the boss after all."
Well, I guess we'll try being nice first. I walk over and kneel down to her level.
Mm-hmm.
Hi there.
So he peeks out of the sides of her eyes. Her hair's kind of short, but it's enough to sort of cover her face for some part. She says, "Hello, speaker.
What's your name?
Roll persuasion."
Oh, she.
20?
Kerrigan.
Hi, Kerrigan. My name's Tobias.
I know who you are.
I've been told that you fancy yourself a cleric of the Frost Maiden. Is that true?
Well, I was trying.
You were trying?
Yes.
Why's that?
I heard her come. There. I was locked up down the safe rooms with the rest of the civilians. And I heard the siege, and I was, of course, scared of whatever was to come. I even saw the sunlight beaming through some of the wood. But then that disappeared. And all I heard was the blizzards, louder than I've ever heard since I've been here before. And then I heard them walking. A light of a different kind from the blizzard. Whatever we did. And I stand, of course, with the rest of the town, very thankful for everything that you've done. But this is the maddest I've ever heard. There was something large that was running the blizzard. Something massive that landed. Some ginormous beast. I went out to become a cleric. I wanted to worship her. To ease her. Because I think it's safe to say one of the heroes of Icewind Dale isn't going to sacrifice anybody. Are you?
I wasn't planning on it, no.
So yes, I was out there, doing what nobody else would, so that I could appease her.
You're scared of her.
Terrified of her.
So this isn't some kind of fanatical worship. This is strictly out of fear.
Roll persuasion.
22.
Fear works. I mean, you're the one that put him down, but when the serial killer was running about, none of us dare speak against the Frost Maiden. She was happy. She just took the sacrifices. She kept it gold, and we did our end of the bargain. And if people didn't live up to theirs, she took care of it. It was it's miserable, yeah, but it could get a lot worse the angrier she gets. So yes, I'm terrified of her, and I'm not alone in that.
Well, I think I owe you an apology then. I'm sorry that you were arrested for practicing your own free will. I think that every person should be able to get naked and walk out in the cold if they want to. However, you have to understand we're on high alert given the circumstances, and we thought that maybe, I don't know, you might be someone who could bring harm to this town. So, I'm sorry, we'll get you out of this cage. And you can go home.
It's not the answer I was expecting.
Well, look. I understand that you're scared. I'm scared too. She's scary.
Yes.
But we're gonna do everything we can to protect the Easthaven. And I have a Sorcerer Supreme.
She gives a very curious look over to you with like a...
Can I use my insight? Because I've been staring so hard this entire time trying to see if she's lying.
Absolutely,
I've been
please, roll
studying.
inside.
Yeah, it's -1, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I have been working really hard. 15?
Pretty good.
15! Insight or intimidation?
I'm very insightful. I
Well,
only breathe through my mouth.
what you're gathering throughout this entire conversation, it's taken a very long time to believe any word that comes out of Sebastian's mouth.
Mm.
But you get an idea that every time she answers, at some point, she's telling the truth. The woman's terrified.
Okay, but then why were you doing that spell out there? And what does that spell do? And why did you have to be nude to do the spell? It's a follow-up.
Not a spell, it's a prayer that we used to find. There used to be a lot of clerics around Icewind Dale, clerics of the Frost Maiden. They would just ice-hearted individuals, terrible, emotionless. They would walk like corpses, but they were like any of us, and they would just go from town to town. Sometimes just have them in them, and they would ensure that people were afraid of her. There wasn't much need for them once this winter started. We were all very, very afraid. And then they just kind of disappeared, I suppose. And, well, the prayer is what they used to do. That's how they used to pray. They would survive the cold.
Oh, so you're praying that you survive the cold, not that the Frost Maiden.
It's the survival of the cold is the prayer, essentially. If you're
So you are
strong
kind of
enough.
shady. You're a little shady, is what you're saying.
Sure,
She's a little shady.
I suppose.
Next one.
So all of them disappeared after she got her endless night. Once she was done using them.
Well, I don't know, I'm guessing most of us presumed the serial killer was the cleric. I mean, it seemed kind of in line with what they were doing.
You know what we did to him?
We
don't
all
you?
do that.
Oh, yes. The halfling has made a delightful song for it, which I'll be honest, I do rather enjoy.
Yeah, his girlfriend mutilated him. It was pretty gross.
Oh, he might have lightened that pot up a bit.
Yeah.
It's hard to rhyme like testicles.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Listen. I don't want you as a citizen of this great town to feel like you're obligated to go out into the night in the cold to sacrifice yourself for the Frost Maiden. What if I told you that we're working on something
Shark Tank.
very, very big and with a lot of promise? Can I convince you to? Can I ease your fears?
5%.
Roll persuasion.
I will. 31.
Whoa! You do so good at Shark Tank.
What did you roll, Dr.
There's a strange shift inside her eyes. There's a moment where it kind of connects for her that
Our god
She has
dogs
really long
arrived.
there's a brief moment where it just kind of takes over her and she what do you want?
What do-
What do all of you want? What do you do with this?
I think I don't want to speak for everyone, but
Say thing.
I guess that's my thing. So if I had to guess, I think we're all kind of broken, and we found family. We understand what that means, and we found a community here, and these are good people, and we just want to help. I think it's as simple as that.
Okay, well, if what you say is true, then I don't think there's anybody else in the history of Aswandale that could probably accomplish it, other than the lot of you. Thank you. You're kinder than I expected.
Well, you were just trying to protect your family, your friends, just like us. The only way you knew how. So I think I would be morally remiss if I kept you locked up for that. Don't you think?
I suppose so. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart.
Can you promise me you'll go home tonight? Can you do that for me?
Yeah, that I think I can.
Can we get her out of here, please?
Girls awkwardly walks on over with the keys before shuffles it. Is it? And some of the metal seems to be old and dented from the shifts and weather of time, and pulls it open. And she gets up. She's not a big woman. You get an idea that she's young. And then as you can start to see the rest of her face in the form as she walks out. Kerrigan's probably about 16, you would guess at most.
Before she leaves, can I give her a pamphlet for the sun god? I have some from when we went to that church.
Okay, sure, that's true, you do.
I know this is like the opposite of your thing, but I love the sun. And if you love the sun, you could worship the sun instead. Because we're not going to kill the sun.
Roll a persuasion.
We're going to kill your god. 12!
Well, there's
I
a...
thought we weren't telling her.
Look right in your eyes as I say it. There you are, buddy. Clap on the back.
Thank you.
Try that, huh? It's good.
She's in
It's
charge
good for the
of
kids.
magic.
All the magic.
Okay.
They're supervisors.
Yeah. Still trying to figure out how Reynaldo's card tricks work. That's what I'm mostly spending my time on.
Oh,
Whew.
okay.
He's got magic.
Thank you.
Do you have a family at home?
No, not anymore, sir. Oh.
Do you have a home?
I do, yeah, no, we still have, I still have a house.
Since no one's there with you.
No, his sister used to be there. Parents died a long time ago. The Sethvik killed Isis. I believe you found her, actually, in the barn.
Oh.
We more than found her. I mean, we found her, is what I said.
Gwen.
Yeah.
Gwen. Yeah. Zoop.
I'm very
I
sorry.
just
for
start
your
dragging
loss.
Gwen away. Just like,
Yeah.
we're going upstairs, we're going upstairs.
Thank
Hey,
you.
let's
Oh,
go
I hate
draw some.
Let's go.
Let's
Thoughts
go
and
draw.
prayers.
Let's go draw. Bring Gwen upstairs.
Okay.
We're gonna do
Go ahead and
portrait.
train her.
Yeah,
Go
we're gonna go
upstairs.
draw.
Would you feel safer if I had
Guys, don't be.
some of the militia
No,
escort you home?
please, I really would just, I'll be fine. Awesome. I often wake up to the loud one walking across the streets anyway, so knowing he's there. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, you know where we live.
I kind of grab her hand before she leaves.
You're not there.
No left.
Okay,
I
again.
literally dragged you away.
Hope is stronger than fear. The desire to live, the need to truly live, is much stronger than fear. She will not prevail, I promise you.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Let's see, -1. 15.
15. You feel her hand tighten slightly around yours in recognition of your words. Thank you. You're a lot kinder than what you'd be. That she sort of saunters away after she's sort of just been freed back home to the streets. The militia are very kind to her as they kind of escort her along out. Remy turns to you, says, complete opposite side, you old man.
Sorry I wasted your time.
No, this is the most successful interrogation I've done with the least amount of effort I've put in, so. Well, it's good to know you didn't name me. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I thought we were walking into something totally different.
Handled it well. I'm impressed, kid. You're in a good spot.
Thanks.
Yeah. But that, he saunters back and says, hey, it's good to go, right? I'm still very thirsty. It's still fairly early.
Yeah, but we gave that guy the night off, so should one of us. Or no, we'll just lock up. We'll lock up and they'll come back. They'll know what to
There's
do.
still people outside. They got
Yeah.
shifts.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how the government works, right? Something will happen.
Someone.
It's
they'll
somebody's
figure this
problem.
out. You delegate it and they delegate it. It's fine.
Yeah, we're 9 to 5. Let's get
Yeah.
out of here.
Does anyone
9 to 5:30, we don't get lunches.
Damn you, speaker.
did anyone object to the way I just handled that, or I'm sorry, I
No.
should have asked while it was happening.
No,
no.
it was quite enjoyable. And
We're not
nice.
Yeah, it was good. It was.
Oh yeah, you've come up by now.
Yeah, we're back. It's okay.
I just
I think you did good.
she seemed like
She was
A
young.
minor.
Yeah, it's.
a kid.
I think also, like, her whole thing was, you know, she just had her best intentions, and I remember being that young and thinking, you know, oh,
Yeah.
if I do this one thing, I can solve all my problems. And sometimes it turned into the worst thing I could possibly do.
Yeah, streaking
So-
will not solve your problems, but it
No.
does seem like it at the
I
time.
mean,
it
don't
really does.
like, don't be so like broad stroke with that statement.
Streaking can solve some of your problems.
Right.
Yeah.
A few.
If you're doing amazing
Oh,
dance,
I
sure.
really hope there's a plant payoff later. Oh god.
Yes.
Borla.
Yes.
Next battle.
Yeah. Just streaking fully naked like it's a Super Bowl. Carla.
I guess you can't get drunk after.
Yeah, I was
all.
just about to
Yeah.
say.
Just want to say, Tobias, fuck you.
I was gonna say,
Okay, that's fair. I don't know why you're saying that, but okay.
You've kind of fucked up my whole view on you, like
Wow.
humans.
Hmm?
So fuck you. I like just having an opinion and sticking with it. It's a lot easier that way.
Aw, open-minded Borla.
So fuck you too.
Well, thanks.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah. Anyway, just fucking leave.
What is this, an emotion? Ugh.
Alrighty, well,
kick it.
the night is still entirely yours as we've dealt rather successfully with, I guess, the first job of speaking to captains and all the individuals in the town.
I think Callion's been through a lot, so I think she's just gonna go to bed.
Sure, yeah, you get back to your house. I'll say,
I'm gonna take the
upon-
puppy though.
Yeah,
No,
as
no.
you enter, the pups are there. You're more than welcome to take any poops that you want.
We're not my little pooper.
I will say, you pass, as you enter, you're just assaulted
Yes.
by a snore. As Charlie Booker seems to have fallen asleep sitting on a couch, but like the beer, his arm is still suspending the beer. Just falls asleep on the couch.
I'm gonna grab a little blanket and tuck him in. Little pat on the neck.
Before he goes back to sleep. Yeah, and saunter off into your room, nice and comfortable. Is there anything else anybody else would like to do before we cross over to another day?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Successful political day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a test. Let's go.
Suppose we should have a meeting at some point about how to co-captain their. Yeah. How do you co-captain? I don't know how to captain, much less co-captain.
I think that's why we needed both of us to take this
Sure.
position, because neither one of us knows how to do at least half of it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so together you make one competent worker.
Yes.
That's good, I like that.
Maybe if someone needs to like talk someone out of doing something, maybe you talk, and if I need to like scare them out of doing something, maybe I'll.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you want to take the role of bad cop?
I can do that.
I know it was mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm good cop either.
I was gonna say.
Bad cop, bad cop.
Yeah. Bad cop, slightly less bad cop.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Neutral cop, bad
Neutral
cop.
cop, bad cop. Oh man.
If we need good cop, we'll just
Yeah,
call
whatever.
Tobias.
Whenever we feel like there's a panic, we have no idea how to handle the situation.
Yeah.
Straight.
Streak, yeah.
Straight.
If nothing else, it stops everybody in their tracks. They just
Exactly.
like, did you see that? Yeah.
See, I knew we could co-captain.
Yeah.
We got this. Yeah.
That's the whole reason we have the ring of warmth.
Yeah.
Just to do streaking, guys.
Oh.
What else do
We're
you use
gonna
it
need
for?
that.
Yeah, kind of gave that away. Might have to borrow it from time to time. Just-
But everyone's
That's what I was
welcome to
gonna
be
get
this
more.
Yeah,
That's true.
all body types are welcome and appreciated.
Right.
Alrighty.
That's what I was looking for more.
That's it.
All right.
It's time for bed.
That's our drunk
We
conversation.
just love it to life of not abruptly. So yeah, as you guys all saunter on your way.
Imposter syndrome. We're actually really quick. Good job.
That's true.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, of course not. As you guys approach your beds, getting a nice, comfortable night of sleep. I will say, however, Gwen,
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Yummy. Toffee, what's up? Why are you doing this to me?
What could possibly go wrong?
This is really good.
yeah, please take your time to chew it off.
Mm-hmm.
No, what's up? I gotta know right now.
You
This is best.
open your door,
Uh,
and sound around you seems to change. The snoring of Charlie goes and just sort of fades very abruptly.
Charlie, sleep apnea. I hope he's okay. That really worries me, actually.
As you turn around to see Charlie's okay,
Sleep apnea.
as soon as your eyes pass the frames and you turn around and back, you're in a very different place.
Whoa!
The floor beneath you is no longer wood in a small room. There is strange, delightful, but glowing cobble steps of different sizes that start to expand out quite far. And it does eventually see that it kind of bends to like a large bridge. And as you start to follow the large bridge, there's now and then a cloud that seems to just not be able to perch it underneath it. And as some of the flora that is around you start to collect in a strange manner, you haven't seen anything like this before. This is weird, different kind of colors that seem to be thriving solely from the breeze that now and then passes through.
Like different colors I've never seen before?
Yeah,
This shit is crazy.
yeah, it's just.
I say that aloud as I'm watching this.
Yeah. You hear, I hope you liked it.
Ah!
And as you send, Dizzy,
Oh, dear God. Oh, jeez.
a little more dressed, no longer in some sort of red fey coat and his large hat.
Which I like. But
He
yeah.
seems to be very well dressed. It's the same kind of dark maroon
Oh, Desmond.
is inside it. No
That's
hat, sort of neatly adorned, but no longer any sort of disguise that he uses to walk about. You see the original face that you saw back at the spire.
It's pretty good.
He says, I hope to do this a little more formally than discussing it around
Do what?
your friends. He takes your hand gently, lifts it up,
Ah, yes.
and out of his coat he pulls what looks to be a little band.
Ah. How did he know my size?
Um,
It's perfect.
I hope it's okay, but I actually have mine. And as he juts a bar, you see the special one that you had ordered.
Our friendship bracelet. Our more than friendship
Yes,
bracelet.
I actually came here to look for you, and
Yeah.
well, she had dinner with them, and so I picked up one more,
Uh-huh.
and sort of just gently places it around your wrist. He says, I can do this every night if you want.
Hang out here?
Yeah. And as he kind of gestures out to what you have seen, you find yourself supported inside a rather grand city that's sitting inside the sky. It's a sort of mass illusion, and as you sort of allow yourself to succumb to it, you can walk quite a bit inside this weird place, and he takes you to the edge of the bridge. And as he gestures out, you recognize there's a large kind of tower that this bridge leads to, and the way and the shape of this all, it's very reminiscent of the spire.
This is so beautiful. Did you make this yourself?
I did, yeah. I kind of imagined that this is what it would look like back in the day. I obviously can't. I had to use my imagination for the rest.
Yeah, it's a lot more right side up than I remember, but it's good.
Yeah, that was the whole this that I got used to, although I will say that fires burning in different directions was actually a nice touch.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this is eerie. It was pretty eerie. Thank you for making this. This is really sweet.
Oh, thank you. It was very nice putting it together. But now that you're here, it's actually not that nerve-wracking. You are quite the opposite of unnerving. Is it any tension that's around the room just...
You cut that shit out. Yeah.
Yes.
And this is great, and I like it. But I don't need, like a whole world or a castle to hang out with you. We can just hang out in my room and talk. Mostly I just like you.
Oh.
Yeah. But this is great. I love this.
Oh, no, that was...
But like, what's your favorite color?
Just his coat, the sort of dark maroon.
Grim
I don't know,
effort.
maybe I'm biased because of, the short lapse memory and Daisy's thoughts and Tazar's thoughts or whatever. But, I don't know, the stories like them good.
Nice.
Waves his hand and the illusion just sort of slowly fades until you're back inside your room and there's a from downstairs.
But is Desi still there?
Yeah, Daisy's still holding your hand.
Hey, buddy.
Wait, so you're like in the bedroom now?
Yeah.
We are in the bedroom.
Yes,
This is
you
exactly where I
are.
wanted to take it.
We share a we share a room.
Oh, we're roommates.
There's a brief moment as you're sitting there, Krano, just sort of relaxing for a little bit, falling gradually asleep.
In the shadows.
You look up and just fades out of place. You see, just in a very sort of delicate manner, as Dizzy and Gwen are sitting at the foot of your bed.
I'm gonna do the thing where like you pretend you're asleep. You know, like in college when your like roommate comes in and you're like, I'm gonna, and just wait till they like go sleep, and then I'm just gonna sneak out and just sleep on next to Charlie with the pups.
He's honest with you, I didn't even notice she was there.
That's my best friend. It's okay. You can do whatever.
I think I was,
She's cool with it. I think she's cool.
Oh yeah.
She'd leave otherwise,
I
right?
did like-
She's not sleeping.
I don't know.
I can tell because I watch her.
Oh, you do. Why does that comfort me?
I like seeing your head without a hat. It's a nice shape.
Oh, thank you. Ronaldo actually cut it.
Oh, he really is magic.
You definitely know I'm awake just because you start to see the covers like start as I'm laughing, like trying to hold it.
Just so it's clear though, she wasn't here when I started. I was there.
Oh.
And I guess it just didn't apply to her.
Oh, yeah, but she can come whenever. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sure.
We should probably get our own room eventually, now that we're married.
That's-
Or maybe in like. We're one of those.
Sure. Okay.
We're somewhere between like and marriage.
Sure.
Be big.
There's a little bit of a gap.
Roll me a stealth check.
You're just trying to disappear like Homer Simpson in the bushes.
Yeah, literally.
Bye.
Oh, I have advantage.
I love that this music is playing for this.
Oh, yeah.
One
Don't,
spot.
don't. You have an advantage against being third wheel. Will it work?
30.
Yes,
It
30?
do.
Yeah.
they do.
Very easily under the covers, you just sort of shift. And you and the dog just
Whoa.
does this. And
Rayo's gone.
without you noticing,
We
yeah.
can make out now. And then we do.
Yeah.
As
What
soon as I
roll
close
for
the
that?
door, just.
Performance? No. As you guys
Oh,
pull
now
in
please
for-
roll a natural one.
I hate this.
Did you roll a natural one?
Natural one.
It wasn't very good makeup. I've
I was
never
like,
done it before. Okay, I
I've
haven't
never
been used to having
rolled
lips.
for makeup before, but okay.
Wow.
This is my first time having lips.
So there's a brief
It's so
moment
hard.
as you do go in for, as far as you're concerned,
That's
your
a
first
kiss,
kiss
yeah.
is a brief moment where just going too fast you... Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, my head is really hard.
Oh, no, it's... Oh, you're right.
There's a learning curve.
Can you just grab
Again,
the other
just-
side of your head?
Yeah.
And
Just
as
my
the door
childhood
closes,
that.
the two of you kiss for the first time inside your room.
And I go
And
next.
as we are
It's
at the
Charlie.
fireplace, we're gonna say morning comes about.
Morning comes back.
Love is a verb here in my room.
Oh.
So please, everybody, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and take your long rest if you would like to.
Right.
Get you.
Roll for makeout, everyone.
Roll for makeout.
For makeout.
No one's
I
gonna
can't
do
believe I
worse.
took notes.
17
Confidence in the beginning, I was like,
with the pupper.
Yes.
Plus the 10 temp still.
Yep, you still get your 10 temps.
Alright.
Well, my friends, morning comes, a new day starts. Ronaldo starts his way down to the bottom to start cooking breakfast. Donnie, you're more than welcome to accompany him or stay in bed. He understands either way.
I will be there with him.
So, as he starts to cook about, has a pot of coffee going on, and one by one, you take your times to wake on up. Charlie takes a very long time to wake, but actually, drinks his beer. Oh, bloody hell! Oh, it's morning already. Yeah! And just gets up, saunters up, grabs a big cup of coffee, gives Ronaldo a nice, friendly batch on. Doesn't spend a lot of time as he seems pretty hell-bent to get outside and get back to work. As he gets about. So my friends, we have one more day until some guests arrive to the town of Easthaven.
Oh, we gotta clean. Oh my god.
Yeah, so
Guys.
how would we like to spend our day? We can move things forward if we would like to, but if there are things that we'd like to get off the ground or explore, we're more than welcome to.
I don't have anything else to do. Fast forward if everybody else does.
Yeah, cleaning montage, and then guests come.
Yeah, 80s cleaning montage. We're sweeping, we're
Alright.
painting, we're doing a roller of paint on the wall, you know.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I would like survival checks from everybody.
Boy was
please.
moving a couch just because like I need to feel useful.
Yeah.
Survival checks.
Survival check.
Can we survive the
Oh,
paint, the
nice.
ancient paint? Probably has lead. 19.
You're so good at surviving.
19.
18.
18.
15.
11.
We all died.
I don't survive that often,
DC was
actually.
40.
What happened?
Oh, so survival involves like your ability to create a good camp or craft something, repair something else.
So clean, yeah.
Actually, one of
Yeah,
my,
so
one
as
of my
you
best
guys-
stats.
Go back cleaning and checking. You guys do a very good job collectively. You spend the day, the house is starting to feel like a nice house.
I
At
probably
some
should have done
point,
this first.
Ronaldo disappears
We're
and comes
better
back with some like a new rug. And
Wow.
occasional some like nice skin to kind of hang up onto the wall. Just some cute items for the place.
Yeah. Hi, this room.
And house is looking cool.
Skin really ties the room together.
Yeah, flesh really tight.
Do you think that we're going to be at some type of disadvantage without the summer star thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped greatly against the Durgar.
Didn't seem to help at
So in the
all
waste.
against Aurea.
No, she seemed to not care too much about it.
I mean,
so,
she wanted it,
Yeah.
and she killed to get it, but it didn't seem to stop her from
No, she
doing
didn't like it.
exactly what she wanted.
I mean, it seemed like having to overcome that sun doing her whole thing, Aurora. It takes a lot out of her. She's a bit weakened. Maybe when it comes down to it, we get her like after she casts the Aurora, kind of ambush style.
They're nice and weak.
That's good.
Kick her while
thinking.
she's down.
All I know is she's gotta die.
Well, that yeah.
And she clearly likes having the Summer Star in her possession for a reason.
So did
if
I.
you take that away, that's some power, that's some strength. Away.
I don't like her.
Maybe she broke it. I don't see how she could use it to her advantage.
Oh, if you remember, she didn't break it. She put it
Yeah.
inside her.
I would say maybe later. I
Oh,
don't
so
know.
sorry. I
Yeah.
thought you said.
I don't know what she's going to use it for. She likes it all dark and whatnot.
I
Unless-
think she just doesn't want us to have maybe have an advantage over
What-
It's really petty.
DM, would
Yes,
I have
pretty
any...
catty.
Because, correct me if I'm misremembering, Borla kind of built the thing from the plans and all that.
Correct.
Would she have any idea that it could be used for anything other than... Because she's not arcanely inclined. It was mostly following blueprints. But...
Sure. Well, I will say just from your knowledge, but also having utilized it twice.
Yeah.
And then being attuned to it as well, like. Yeah. You do understand that it doesn't. The name Summer Star is given to it based on its purpose. Like
Mhm.
it's a thematic name.
Mm-hmm.
The ability that it offers isn't specifically sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
You can change the weather,
Mm-hmm.
and in some cases
So you can make it
to
worse.
drastic degrees,
Right.
to the point where
Make it like a blizzard or something.
you can make something terrifyingly cold. You can also make things scorchingly, skin
Right.
blisteringly hot.
So,
Kind of wish she had
controls the way
destroyed
that-
it.
Yeah.
I know not this.
I say that. Which Donna probably already knows because
Yeah.
Well, I would like to sense
yeah.
discussion, and you've seen her use the Sunstorm. So yeah.
Part of me wishes, like, for a bit, I was kind of glad to be gone of it. I don't like things like that, like machinery and magic and all that. Bothers me. I wouldn't have made it if Gwen and Charlie had not just got blown up, and we thought it was the only way to save them. But the fact that she can possibly use it against us,
Scary.
yeah.
I do remember making it though. That was fun. Not at the time because I was.
Oh
doing
yeah,
it
because you
after.
like see from the other side, right?
Mhm. Oh, can I do an Arcana check to see if I know anything different because I'm a wizard and I have +7?
Also, how was your night?
God damn, never mind. It's 15.
15?
The night
Oh
was
yeah,
great.
That's
how
not
was your night?
Is Desi still there?
Yeah, I would say if it's nighttime at this point, so
Okay.
you would come over.
We
at some
finished
point.
cleaning.
Well,
you
so
had your night with
Me
Desi.
and Desi.
Just like chatting.
No,
while
but
we're training, yeah.
back in the morning after you
Okay.
come downstairs, I'm the roommate who got kicked out of the dorm room.
Yes.
So
Your like neck all hurts. You're like, how are you
Oh.
doing? We come down.
you come down, and one of the pup's legs is just like in my neck.
Alright, so yeah, if this conversation is happening, I would say about if we're coming around night, or if we're cleaning at some point, yeah, Desi would eventually be there.
So
He and I are both covered in kiss marks.
how
Lipstick.
Oh, he's got
I know what you're thinking. What does it mean? Figure it out.
What does it
Go.
Both of us, all over.
You're testing it out.
So how was your night?
It was pretty great.
Seems great.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I look like I have chicken pox now.
A little bit.
Wait, is your brother coming tonight or tomorrow?
I'm not entirely sure. I think
Tomorrow.
Tom-
Tomorrow.
I think tomorrow. Yeah.
Alright, well.
Is he gonna sleep here?
I fucking hope not.
Well,
I guess-
Cleaned.
Will you go to the Wiley and get a reservation or eat some food, fast forward to tomorrow, or?
Yeah.
Do I have the friendship bracelets? Can I disseminate my
Yeah,
friendship
they
bracelets?
have arrived,
Perfect.
as we know. All of you get a friendship bracelet.
It's +1 of the power of friendship. Is what it does.
Are they jingly jangly?
+1 in the.
I like to think
like
that
a
they were
charm bracelet.
weak. Yes. Sure. Yes.
I
I'm thinking
lose
like
my
summer camp,
advantage
but that's
in stealth.
cute.
Summer camps, it's like it's
Like
hemp.
when you're like, yeah, this is a little shitty hemp ones.
I prefer shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
it's so jangly. I don't get an advantage
Stealth.
on stealth anymore.
Damn it! But I can't take it off because of friendship.
It's done.
this is very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
It
While
was
we're here,
light.
I've always wondered about your cool hat. What's that about?
That?
Yeah.
Or the hood.
You know, just the big gold piece you keep on your head.
I think she means your crown.
Your head ring.
Yeah, that's.
If your head was a thumb, that would be the ring. Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually my crown.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
It just signifies my
Crown.
family lineage.
Right here.
Oh, it's got your family's name on it?
No, but
Every
when people see it, they know who I'm associated with, and
cool.
helps in many circumstances. So,
Nice.
and I guess I just never took it off because, well, the hood covered it, and also just, you know, no matter how bad home is, sometimes you never really forget it.
Wow, that's so sad. I can't wait to host your brother.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for the deets on your parents.
Alright. House looks fantastic, and if there's nothing else that we want to do before the end of the day, we'll eventually find ourselves some sleep at some point. Towards the end of the night, Charlie Book comes back, and he is just exhausted, but he finds his way to come in. He pours himself another beer, and sits down on the couch. Has a nice sort of beer, and it's a good time.
How you doing, Charlie?
Hello, Tobias. Good. Good. How are you? You all look so well rested. Look at this.
Well, thank you.
This is great. You look, this is a very different look.
Well, thank you.
No. Wow.
How are things?
Oh, good. Oh, look, repairs are coming along well.
Yeah,
no, we started, a lot of debris. We got so much, quite a bit of wood, actually. You know, as soon as the blizzard came in, all the fires just turned out, so there's just wood everywhere now. So yeah, we got extra wood. Yeah, we might need, some more supplies like rope or whatever, but as we get closer to stuff, we'll give you a list. Someone that can write it up, and yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you give him a role or anything like city planner or anything?
Yeah, that's what he is.
Right. Okay. Couldn't remember.
What?
Oh yeah, this thing that you're doing. I want you to do it.
Already done.
For me, for us, for the town,
Oh, alright.
and get
Mostly
paid
for us.
and rewarded for it. And
Alright.
eventually have a house of your own and some land and
I would really like that.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
yeah. If you
How do turnips fare in this kind of climate?
They won't.
No,
They
right.
won't. It would,
Turnips?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I would imagine. We might be able to get some strange fruit up the side over here. You know what could work? Mushrooms indoors, like an indoor mushroom thing.
I
you
love
know?
The thing you said?
love mushrooms.
Celery?
Celery. What about
Fungus.
celery? Is celery in this
It's
too?
really hard to
If
think.
turnips can't make it.
What?
I don't think
Celery.
celery.
Yeah, no. It's been a while.
Turnips
since
are pretty
that.
hardy.
Who misses celery?
Shit.
Come to find out,
Yeah.
there was no celery in that soup, and you have a brain tumor in this world too.
Wow.
It is the shape of celery.
Oh,
Really dark.
A celery shaped brain tumor.
no, I mean, we have imports. You know. Because we can't grow it.
Charlie,
Well,
after
it's not
this
a
is
thing
all
we
done, we're gonna get you some turnips. Once the sun comes back,
I would like that.
we're getting you some tasteless vegetables, dude.
What about, how are you guys? I'm
much
sorry,
is it?
but
Celery and
The
turnips.
worst vegetable.
well, turnips are the
The
best vegetables. They just soak
Sure,
up flavor.
right.
You can season so many.
They are
different ways.
spicy.
Like you?
Nicey spicy.
Spicy,
They are
spicy,
spicy. You can slice them and spice them.
Slice them and spice them.
Oh
I
man.
like that.
Long day.
But honestly, how are you guys? Sorry, I'm a bit scarce. It's just there's a lot of work to do, and it's just people need cheering up. You gotta cheer people up,
Yeah.
keep people
Well-
chipper.
Yeah.
I think you missed the most about me.
Oh yeah, you got a dress.
that is true. That
That's-
did happen.
Karina's a whole new person.
Oh,
Meets
that's
Crayola.
Yeah.
Name's not Kreno.
New name, who dis?
Are you
Name's
getting an
Callie.
impression of me? Is that what it is? It's an impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You
doesn't
know?
sound like you at all.
Yes.
Sorry, what was your name?
Callie.
Callian.
Mhm.
All right.
You're about to meet my brother tomorrow.
Your brother.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
brother and accent. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah, we've had one day to get used to it, so we're all fine with it now.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome,
Thank you.
Callian.
Thank you, Charlie.
Yeah.
Can we still refer to you as Cray now? Just because.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Either or.
Yeah, that's easy.
Whichever.
As Callian is along. It's
There's a
along.
lot of names.
You,
in this
you
world.
can call me Callie.
Okay. All right, Callie.
Yeah.
Callie. Mhm.
Well, yeah. She's our master of whispers,
Oh,
or our spy master,
that's me. God.
and I think, yeah, he's
This is just so like up from Charlie, as once again he's just holding his beer in suspension and he's fallen fast asleep, sitting on the couch.
Makes sense.
Talk
For
with
just a
Ned.
moment, I was worried about Dylan there. I was like, oh wow, he's losing it.
Dylan? Buddy!
Totally falls
Well.
backwards.
But as
I guess we win.
as night falls, we all wake up, and the day has started. Knowing that today, members of the Arcane Brotherhood, you awake once again to the aurora-stricken sky of Icewind Dale.
Well, I'm gonna waste no time. I'm gonna head straight to the town hall where we are meeting them.
Yeah, as you're walking on through, many people inside the town obviously. Morning, speaker! Morning, speaker! I'm gonna as I come across.
Good morning, citizens of Easthaven.
Oh, roll
Long pause.
performance check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Citizens of
Roll.
East Haven.
Oh no, you can even see it tilt.
Mhm.
Nope.
14.
14.
It's because you forgot the town name.
Alright! Like,
Trying something new.
yeah. But yeah, as you make your way over to the town hall, already sort of harder work is Remy. He seems to be getting things together. A little bit more neatly kind of dressed, and at this point he's inside your office, sitting inside a chair that's been existing in the corner, piling over books. As you pull in, he says, kid, good, you're up early. That's definitely what you want. If you want some coffee, I'll borrow some up here.
Yes,
A
indeed.
little bit early in, true to his word, sitting on the table with some coffee for you to have. And kind of going over his stuff. Says, how do you feel about today?
I guess I feel okay. I don't know what to expect, really. Hopefully
Sure.
some valuable information that we can use and move forward based on the information they give us.
Sure. Yeah, that's probably the best way of handling it.
I think in the next few days we really need to make a decision.
Yeah. I guess based on how we're gonna handle her
Mhm.
and how we're gonna handle the dragon sitch.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll turn into a 2 birds with 1 stone sitch, because it's kind of, I'm thinking Frost Maiden is in the same area generally as the blind white dragon
Yeah.
with the corpse on her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird, but hey, everyone's got attachment issues.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge? Alright, cool. I'm gonna go over as much information as possible. At least I'm happy to know we got Daisy in there. That's good to know. Yeah. No, that was it.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry. Just piling over my head.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get my stuff together, and I got them clearing out the room at the back there so we can kind of like a power out there, and see if maybe we could bring some food and drink for you.
Yeah, some
So,
snacks and stuff. Do we know when they're set to arrive?
I imagine fairly early. I mean, if they're inside Icewind Dale and they arrive at today, they're in one of the towns. You know, they're gonna take the road here, so it won't take them too long.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
He gets back to his books and now and then just starts organizing things and sheets of parchment and everything else. And true to his word, in the other room there's a long table with some chairs, well lit with some fires, so lighted up. And yeah. So as you guys get ready for a meeting, is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Did we come with you when you went to the town hall?
If you wanted to.
I think I'd
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sit down with Remy and try to keep myself busy, not thinking about. So kind of just asking him,
Sure.
is there any work you need help with? I'd really rather not think about what's about to come.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you
Wow,
don't
you
mind me
must suck or
bringing
something.
over like some of my sheets and some of my books,
Sure.
if you don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
no. Just
course.
make sure they're in the good order, like alphabetical is usually good.
Sure.
Like, yeah, you know. Yeah.
Remy and I are also there.
Sure.
No, Remy and I.
Yeah.
Daisy and I are
Slight.
also there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. At this point, we would say Disney.
Uh-oh.
We said we'd follow you. where
Daisy
you
is
go.
here. But he and I have switched clothing.
Okay,
that's
roll a
it.
persuasion check. Hold on.
Yeah, because you know Great we've been relationship. hanging out a lot lately,
It's 17.
17.
So I'm wearing his clothes and he's wearing my clothes, but we're not going to say anything about it. That's
on,
just it.
on the suggestion of the idea, he's gonna like,
No, not that we switch clothes. I want to come already wearing the clothes because of whatever happened last night.
Yeah.
I want to
Like
walk
in
out
a,
the bedroom.
we started to
wearing the wrong
walk. Was it like
clothes.
we started to walk out of the building, and then you're like, "Oh shit, we need to go," and you got the wrong clothes.
So I will say, at bringing it up with him, listen,
Are we not there yet?
well, I mean, normal circumstances, I'd probably say, sure, let's just enjoy the fact that I can be out in society now, thanks to Tobias. But
We live in a society.
we are the individuals
Uh-huh.
coming. Are going to.
Uh-huh.
Well, they don't know I'm Daisy.
Yes.
They think I'm Zara.
Uh-huh.
I think it's best I.
Where are you going with
kind
this?
of- I should probably look like Dazan.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
And
Yes.
Gwen, we should also refrain from calling him Desi or mentioning that you two are romantically linked.
Okay.
Or
I
yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
DL today.
Okay.
If you could.
Calm the down.
If
low.
Daisy
I
comes
can.
up, maybe it's just.
Just switch underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
That way, nobody will know. We'll just do the bottom parts and then. Cool.
Fantastic. Yes.
Cool. We'll
Great.
fist bump.
Fantastic. Solves everything. Perfect.
Great.
By the way, super happy for you guys. Just today.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
so
enjoyable. and
We're
it's
taking it
what
fast.
is. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the best way to take it.
Maybe after this is all done, we can work about different room arrangements. Because as lovely as the floor is, really like it.
I really like you in the bed too. You can stay, friend.
Don't worry. You
No,
can stay.
thank
I,
you.
I think sweet as it is, yes, perhaps.
Yes.
I think anyway,
Town hall.
Remind me, have we did we last night? A lot of things happened. Not last night, 2 nights ago.
Mhm.
Did we tell Remy, Dizzy, about what we know about Malthrond or whatever? Because that could be important for them to know and not for us to bring up in the middle of the meeting.
Oh yeah. By the way,
eh? What?
Desi and Remy.
Answer is both.
Yeah. This is hello.
Sorry, forgot about this. It was just one of our many adventures. But we went.
Do that a lot.
Yeah.
Who the fuck did you make a deal with now?
Nobody,
Well,
no
kind
deal.
of.
Well,
We
yeah,
actually kind of made
but
a
it was
deal,
it was
yeah.
a nice deal.
But a good one.
That was a good deal.
This was
Okay.
this was as far as I could tell.
It's on our side.
Yeah,
For once.
benevolent creature. I always forget her name.
Grinks.
Grinks.
No.
She's a big giant dinosaur,
Plesiosaur, yeah.
Yeah. She's a
plesiosaur,
voluptuous plesiosaur.
and she speaks and she's very kind. And she was turned into a sentient or a speaking creature by
Malthron.
Malthron before he expired.
No shit. It really seems to like understand what it is that you're talking about. This is like interesting. It's a beast. It speaks.
Yes, very kind.
Someone,
Yes.
clearly, someone rather skilled, awakened.
But like Malthron was like worshipped the Frost Maiden, might have been really involved with the Frost Maiden, and now
Wink,
is
wink.
a corpse on the back of the White Dragon.
You don't say.
Yeah, quite
Yeah.
dead it seems.
Quite head.
Quite
Oh,
a feat
oh
to
yeah,
be riding a
I
dragon.
went right up to him.
Dead.
He's been
He's-
dead a
he's-
long time.
That's interesting. That's certainly a name to do some research about.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
just
can
so
do
we're all
that,
on the same page. Good
once we're
thinking.
done. Thank you. That's actually a delightful note. Anything would kind of help. I am going to say, however, with the members of the Arcane Brotherhood that are all coming in, the Arcane Brotherhood is, well, we're all dicks. It's all very much a selfish competition amongst most of us. Well,
Makes sense.
them. I mean, you can understand I'm a little conflicted.
You're different.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
do appreciate it. I enjoy it,
that.
and it is solely up to present company. But I just want to be prepared that the individuals I will be very careful trusting at face value, no offense.
No,
Value.
I totally understand.
Um,
Do you you good? You want to be here for this?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to face him eventually, and would kind of go against me if I just kind of backed out, and then he's probably already heard that I'm a part of you, and then he'll be like, "Where's Callie?" And then I'll be like, "I'll be this whole thing."
Yeah. Okay. Well, just whatever you're comfortable with.
I'm just gonna hand her a beer.
Thank you.
I love that we have beers at the
Oh, yeah,
town
well,
hall.
food and drink was brought to
Keeping the mini fridge.
It wasn't my choice.
No. That was my first order of business.
Yeah.
We
Mini
have
fridge.
we have a bar in the office.
There we go.
Same
Bar in the
process.
office.
12 hours.
Productivity plummeted.
For now, that bar is just a single keg that's been tapped. That's it.
Well, there's also some wine that existed on you guys' wagon at some
Okay.
point.
That's true. Yeah.
Wine
That's right.
cheese,
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. That's right.
Well,
I think before I was thinking about this, and I was like, maybe I'm not, but then now I'm kind of deciding on it.
Mm-hmm.
Before we left, I almost said it, but with Charlie, just kind of telling him if he would be alright coming and acting as my bodyguard.
Roll persuasion.
I'm great at those!
Mysterious. Okay.
Wait, you said persuasion?
Correct.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought.
And
That's
we're-
bad!
And we're still,
Oh no! That's a 6.
I don't know.
and we're still on the cleaning day, so
No, I would say, well,
are we on Brother Day?
I know, Callie, whatever.
It's Brother
Um,
Day.
As much as I, would love to be there for you, I got a job by Tobias, and I'm afraid I've got to do it. You've seen how sad people get if they don't get, boot up the arse now and then, they need a little kick before they can
Yes.
get out there, yeah.
I'm
But hey,
taking
you'll be
it.
fine, Paul will be there if you need him more.
I can do it.
That's
I'm not
That's
big,
true.
but I can be real scary. So
Thank you.
And on that note, we're back at the town.
A lot of time jumping today.
So, yeah, let's try to keep that down to a minimum. It's hard to keep notes.
all right. Maybe we go ahead and.
I have a current moment comment to make.
Oh yes, please.
So Dizzy.
Yes, hello.
So you're all a bunch of dicks, I guess is how you put it. But
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong. You all had your investigating. There's a city and it fell down and everything's upside down now and all that.
Correct.
I assume Frost Maiden's quite the obstacle getting things done. It's all dark and snowy and whatnot. So maybe
Yes.
her being gone is in everyone's interest.
I will say this.
Maybe we lean into that. I don't know.
I don't think you'll come across much resistance talking about combating the
Okay.
Frost Maiden.
Right.
If you're looking for anything kind of heroic, I'm going to guess you're
Sure.
not going to get perceived on that. Once again, I won't
Right.
speak for present company. From what I remember by the individuals at hand, there are secrets beneath the ice. And as long as the winter's here, we are not going to find the ice. What's underneath it. So,
Right.
yeah.
So-
Something to keep in mind. I would just say that they most likely have their own goals behind this. And it's just something to keep in mind.
Thanks for the heads up.
Of course, of course.
Well, shall we take our places?
I guess so.
Alright, so as you guys bundle around for the meeting of the minds, there's eventually a knock on the door. And as it opens up, the secretary, as you all know, pokes her head inside. She says, excuse me, sir, but they've arrived. May I escort one of the members inside?
Please.
Of course. Leaves for a little bit longer before the door opens up. She opens up the door and she says, good people of East, Speaker and Commanders of Easthaven and present company, may I please introduce member of the Arcane Brotherhood, Valine Harper. And as she does, there's stomping of the boots that comes inside, and what enters is a very pretentious looking old woman. Her hair is white and kind of short, but on the top it starts to get like a little bit curly. Her face is well aged, but her form just seems to define that, as her posture is kind of perfectly clear. Her coat is quite extravagant in terms of, it seems to be sort of thick, padded, dark green blue kind of leather that's well furred on the inside of it. She carries with her this sort of strange looking staff. It's rather elegant and very beautifully made. But the most striking thing about this old woman as she walks inside is there's some small skittering on the floor. And walking in are two kobolds that seem to be sort of glossy-eyed,
Cute.
smaller lizards. As they kind of walk in, and they just sort of seem to stick close to her side. She says, "Wonderful digs that you seem to have here. Which one of you is the apparently handsome speaker? I'm assuming it's you, young man." And she starts to take off her gloves. She plops them on the table.
She's Meryl Streep.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. That is me. I am Tobias Kinsley.
I must say it is the most welcoming invitation that I've received at here in Icewind Dale, so thank you for that.
Thank you for making the journey.
Oh, is that coffee? Sort of walks over and just starts to, with a wave of her hand, the coffee just seems to pour herself in a cup before she picks it up. And the two kobolds just sort of stand outside the corner, kind of ready. Well, let's use the time. The first to arrive.
Yes.
So, are we expecting much more?
I think we're expecting at least one more, possibly two.
Depends over to at Dizzy, who's just remained quiet this entire time. Hello, Dazan. Good to see you're still kicking a little bit. This is hello, Veline. It's lovely to see you again. Sort of lost your spark, dear.
Oh,
Starts
hey.
to happen a bit. Until eventually,
I mean, nothing.
everyone roll me a perception.
Perception.
Everyone?
Yeah, perception rolls all around.
Whoa.
Let's see what music is in the background here. Something's so quiet. Yeah, I know. When the air conditioning's off and the music stops, I'm like, ooh! Quiet.
Ew. Is that word?
29.
Jesus Christ.
8.
19.
19.
19?
19.
Which is good for me, because I have no plus to it. So.
16. Alright, you all hear this.
Oh, great.
At some points throughout this meeting and kind of awkward conversation, you do eventually hear outside.
Sounds royal.
Before long, the door eventually
What a
opens.
gondor.
And so the receptionist pokes her head and she's like, the second one's here. You'll have to give me some time. She still disappears.
Could we
for a
give
little.
that secretary a horn? I don't want her to come in the room. I want her to blow the horn next time.
Maybe
That's
like
cool.
a bell or something.
Yeah.
And I'll say,
Just sound like your brother, maybe. Like with the
Probably.
like.
Does he do like
Pump
a
and-
oh, yeah.
lot?
I'll stand near Crane and look like all big and whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like,
Watch, it's not him.
all bodyguardy like.
Alright,
Do
roll
my
me
best.
Intimidation.
Yeah, we're all
and you're
posed
more than
like
welcome to. Actually, no, we'll keep this one a charisma. Charisma
I
based.
am trained in intimidation though, so
There we go.
it's not a negative.
Just totally fine swapping it
You're
out
not
for
trained in
strength down
charisma?
there.
Yes.
It's a 6.
Okay, alright, so 6. Alright, so as you come up from your chest,
You look
Tobias,
tough.
you eventually hear, it almost sounds like cheering in a way from like a large group of people before you hear the front door open and you hear the mumbles of Sailor's voice, and then eventually the steps. You hear Sahila, and you hear sort of deeper steps, but then there's a
Yep, that's my brother.
up there. Front door opens as Sahila pokes in the head and says, respected members of the Arcane Brotherhood and leaders of Easthaven, may I have the pleasure of introducing, and then at that note there's just a doors open, says, that's just not going to be necessary. It's disgustingly formal. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh my. And the person that seems to have walked in is a rather handsome-looking half-elf.
Okay.
What he's wearing is a
Now
collection
that
of
I'm
what
married.
can keep you warm, but of very high class, far above the standards of elite, and probably some of the most exquisite copper coating that you have seen at all inside Icewind Dale.
I have
It
made
will
a
match
huge
something
mistake.
quite similar to like what your father would probably be wearing if he wasn't equipped for the situation that you found yourself in. Board on top of his head sort of passes by just luxurious and well-kept hair is a very similar kind of crown.
More about his luxurious hair.
Hello, sister.
Oh, brother.
Of all the places you could have sent me through, is that coffee? He walks over to the coffee and gets it, and peeks in a strange-looking suit of armor / automaton. Follows inside the room. The two kobolds just come up inside the corner while staring at it. I will say at that point, I would like intelligence rolls from everyone except for Callian.
I'm already smart.
What's going on?
Oh no!
Oh, poor day.
It's a
Do
two.
you need another
It's a two.
20?
9.
Have some
9.
to spare.
16?
16?
Maybe I should have some coffee too.
6? Alright, so, Tobias, a small memory kind of flashes. This is a strange thing. It's very easy for you to kind of get a hint of it. You remember seeing structures? Maybe pictures? It's hard to remember, but this is very similar to something you would have seen in the Spire. As this large walks in. And as Kratos pours himself a cup of coffee over, he takes a long sip. He says, I believe there's a thank you in order. Kind welcomings, as well. As abrupt as your message was, I'm going to guess that was you. He points over to Remy. It's like, yeah? He says, oh, look at that. Right again. So, takes himself a sit, very obnoxiously next to you. He says, so, I have a lot of catching up to do with delightfully departed sister, Callian. And so I would like to speed up this meeting, if I may. There's a lot of work to do out here, it seems.
Sure, yeah, we could get right to it if we're all here and accounted for.
He sort of leans forward and says, yes, some of us haven't passed away for waiting so long. And there's just a heavy sigh from Dizzy just...
Well, if we all want to have a seat, we'll get started.
Who's sitting next to me?
well,
Would it be your brother? Well, other than that.
yeah, I guess we can get the seating order if you guys would like. So,
Just curious.
yeah,
We can
right now,
have it like this so it's not confusing, and then your brother be like right here.
there we go. And then we'll say, where I would be Dizzy, Ellie, and Remy.
Cool.
I would like to thank you all for being here. I know that traveling in this weather isn't easy. I guess I'll just get right to it. It has come to our attention here in Easthaven that the good people, that is, my comrades and I, including your sister.
Very charming name.
Yes, thank you. Donner Bonnie came up with it.
Pleasure.
But it has come to our attention that perhaps we have a mutual interest and a mutual enemy. That mutual interest being ridding this place of the eternal night and the cold, and our mutual enemy being the Frost Maiden Aurea herself. We were informed that there may be some information regarding weaknesses, where she is, where we could find her, and so we summoned you here to maybe discuss the next logical step, and because our plan at this moment is to rid this place of her.
Feline takes it in before she looks over to the lawn. Dizzy, this is... How much have you told them to Zan? Daisy just sort of picks over and says, more than enough to actually make a change, Feline. We've been running around this godforsaken side of the continent, and we haven't come across anything too substantial. How much change have you made inside your progress, I imagine? Valen just kind of snorks to herself for a little bit. This is exactly what I thought. We haven't entirely been too progressive. One of us, for goodness sake, when finding out, and this kind gentleman, Remy, has, well, discovered that Naslantimir is dead. At which point, Crater gets up and says, "Oh, yes, I heard about her. I suppose I'm to be her replacement." And,
Congratulations.
oh, thank you, yes, sir. It's a fairly simple process of application, really. However, you're not entirely wrong where you would stand. I do believe there is things protected by the Frost Maiden out here that we would have a lot of interest in.
And, you know, we wouldn't want to interfere with any of that. We'd just like some information so that we could take care of her. And then, you know, hopefully that would benefit you as well.
And think about it for a moment before Valine steps forward. Says, so if we're talking about combating, in some thematical sense, I assume, the Frost Maiden, how much is it that you actually know of the Winter Bitch?
Virtually nothing about anything.
Well, none can deny
she's
that
a
you're
bird.
brave then.
She makes it cold here.
Well, we know that she is probably somewhere in the Sea of Moving Ice. We know that she, as my friend pointed out to me recently, whenever she casts what is it? The aurora in the sky, she may be weakened in those moments. We did meet her very briefly recently.
That moment,
How is cool.
the two of them seem extremely interested. Desi himself, faints the interest as well.
He faints.
Kratos looks at you. You don't say. Do go on. Explain how that happened.
Well,
Funny enough.
this town was under attack by some dark dwarves.
Oh, shame. Yes, we had heard of the damages.
Yes, and we killed the Chardelin dragon, and then killed all of the dwarves, and then she showed up, and well, she kind of wiped out a whole bunch of people, and then left.
I see. That is interesting. Looks over to Valine for a little bit. Valine says, "You all survived coming in close contact with her?"
Yes.
I feel like we were both at a disadvantage at the time. She came in all blustering, but she clearly was affected by all of her change in the weather and whatnot.
What makes you think that?
She didn't kill us.
Oh.
Or try to.
And she could have.
It's an interesting thought. Tell me, do you know how gods grow in power?
Thoughts and prayers.
Faith.
100%.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't be enough to still
Yeah.
killing everyone doesn't suit any god's needs. And although she is inside a particular domain, every follower counts. Which is why I imagine the storm and the aurora sort of started. You see, before, I'm sure you've heard, I believe there were clerics running about, spreading the word, not too unlike other towns I'm sure you've experienced before. However, the aurora struck a whole new sense of fear and endless winter. Now, tell me, why is it you think that she started such a feat? Why not let the clerics do their job? Why, if she is indeed knocking herself down of power, do you think she would purposely do that. And if you saw her in person, it's safe to say she's staying in the material realm.
She was definitely physically here.
So maybe she's just a pretender, not really a god, but as long as people think that, she's got power. Who was she before?
Do you know that?
It's not a little bit before Kratos speaks up. Because I have a theory.
No, we're all ears.
Well, I'm not sure if my beloved sister had shared the entire standard of our family, but there is a there is a strong harbor attached to the town of Neverwinter, and slightly north of that, a delightful little city, if I may, of Luskin. I'm not sure if any of you have been. However, slightly north of that is where we find ourselves, inside Icewind Dale. Now, Oriel the Frostmaiden has largely been in control of the winter. That's her wrath, that's her domain. And for those of you that don't know this, when gods start to notice that their power comes from particular sources, they fall into domains. Sort of collections of different gods that share the same belief. Reason being, sharing followers has a tremendous amount of benefits, as I'm sure you can piece that together yourself. And Oriel happened to get a very strong relationship with two gods in particular. Umberlee and Telos. And at the mention of that name, I would like you to roll me a religion check. And I'd like you to roll me a religion check.
So she was hanging out with, she's good friends with two gods. That's what I'm writing down.
Yeah.
Lim.
11?
Sorry. 16.
Alice, and what was the other one?
Umberlee. U-M-B-E-R. L-E-E.
What was the first one? Umberlee.
Talos. T-A-L-O-S. Cool. So on 11, you don't remember to the extent, but back in Phandalin, with your old group of adventurers, you went to a place where there was a delightful gnome community.
Yes.
There were some strange barrels that came to life with teeth.
Yes, I do remember that.
Oh yeah.
Upon killing them, there were several. Their bodies sort of morphed back into bodies of half-orcs, and on their person was a symbol. Right. That carved the symbol of Talos into their chest.
Good God.
I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
What did you roll in that
16.
relationship? 16? Okay. Very easily, you recognize the name Umberlee. Umberlee is a very angry god of the seas. A lot of sailors tend to worship this, hoping that the wrath of the sea wouldn't target them because they were
Okay, so
worshipping.
sailors worship. Okay.
Yeah. it
To
was
avoid
essentially-
wrath.
Exactly that.
It's
God of
like
the
the
sea.
Poseidon.
Yeah, like the very aggressive side. Yeah. And Kratos continues. He says, now, as far as we're concerned, we can't really find too much of a connection between Talos and Oriel, other than they share the same domain. Now and then, I do believe Oriel did reside inside his realm. However, the part that I find particularly interesting is the relationship Oriel has apparently had with Umberlee. A lot of stories of people inside the harbours who have spent multiple nights. It's a fantastic time. Their relationship seemed to have grown quite substantial. And there are many sailors' rumors out there who do believe that the Sea of Moving Ice was a gift that Umberlee gave the Frost Maiden. I do not think Umberlee exists inside the Sea of Moving Ice. In fact, I do believe that there is a large ship that seems to have crashed into the side of the Sea of Moving Ice. I don't believe Umberlee would have shied away from that. I think the Frost Maiden is under control of the Sea of Moving Ice.
You think she's under control of the Sea of Moving?
Correct.
Meaning under the control of Umberly.
I think she has control of it.
She is
Oh,
she's under
gotcha.
control as in has control of.
I
Gotcha.
think she's locking down.
Umberly has
Icewind
control of.
Oh.
No, the Frost Maiden has
Frost
control
Maiden.
of
Frost
the
Maiden
moving
has
ice.
control of the Sea of Moving
So
Ice.
is a gift and a gift she might be overextending her power on? Like enough to piss off Umberly or
I think she's planning to expand.
oh
She's more than
right.
landlocked Icewind Dale. Took me quite a bit of effort to come and visit and find you, by the way. And I do believe she's going to expand, which is why Valian leads in, says why she's housed herself on the Sea of Moving Ice.
Well,
Oh, she's gonna literally move. Like with the ice.
Greater pitches emphasis. And if that was the case, Luskin would most likely be the first target.
just south of here.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, do you have any idea where? If you got that map? It's okay if you don't.
I think the map is
Oh,
It's alright.
too
Don't
small.
worry
inside
about
the box.
Yeah.
But we have it.
Mhm.
Could you maybe point out where she might be? Do you have any idea?
Valine leans forward and she looks on the map and she can't really find anything. She says, last I saw it, which was this morning before the meeting, and she sort of gestures out, and it just seems to be a little bit off of the coast from where the Dark Duchess was, a little
Mhm.
bit sort of
It's like
further out
northwest,
into the
yeah.
sea. She kind of generally sort of points over there. She says, there was another one of us. And Remy says like, yeah, we heard about it, sorry. Couldn't get a hold of him, guessing she's dead. But it's like, aren't you all? Bitch took a friend of mine with her. Out into the middle of the ocean, and so I'm guessing Nass Lantomir happened to find said island. I'm hoping to make a way out there. Sorry for the sake of reuniting with my dear friend. So, if we are planning on visiting said island of the giants, well, I'm afraid I'm more than welcome to guide, provided that I can come along.
She seems really annoying.
You said Island of the Giants. Is that? Oh, that's right, because they used to be there. She kicked them out. Right. Sorry. Scratch that. Who is your friend?
Oh, persuasion.
I'm so good at those.
Just yell a lot louder.
Who's your friend? 12.
Oh, intimidation.
12?
Yes.
Could be worse.
And
Could've
I'll
been 6.
say, yeah. Who's your friend?
Nice.
Alright, for that, I'll give you advantage.
I get advantage. I get to.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you
I
can
was
roll
gonna say.
another one, yeah.
I really hope you like
12
it.
was
Twice
pretty
not
good.
need
That
advantage.
12 was real good.
12.
Oh
A
boy.
fellow scholar, you could say.
Hmm.
Professor Scat. Yes,
Scat.
Get him in that.
Scat. S-K-A-N-T. At this
Do I
point,
remember
does
him?
he... sorry, what's up?
Do I remember him?
You can roll the intelligence check.
Good luck with that. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. Not even smart enough to roll it. Okay. 17?
The name strikes a familiarity in such a competent face
Yeah.
to them, yeah.
It's a funny name, so
Yeah.
I remembered it. I don't know why.
But at the mention of Professor Scant, there's something in your head like that have you heard that name?
Can't tell.
Well,
Dizzy immediately leads in. I would like to participate in this endeavor as well. Evangeling's like, I was wondering when that would come up. At what point Dizzy says, forgive me for being a little forward, but there's another reason for heading out to the Sea of Moving Ice. I'm more than welcome to accompany everybody else and lend my expertise and knowledge for where many might fail. But there's something of importance there that I would like to grab. Protection would go very far away for myself. So, that's that's something else on the table that I would like to
Care to elucidate?
roll persuasion.
Wow. Plus one to
Excellent.
intelligence.
Yep, exactly.
17.
Once I know that I'm in trustworthy company, then I shall gladly divulge any sort of information if it is required.
Fair
When you
enough.
hear in your head, this is voice. This is. We'll have a discussion about it later.
And
I
I-
need to keep eyes on her.
Well, I understand completely if you want to keep that to yourself. Had to ask, speaker.
No, I appreciate the forthcomingness. It's good to know that there'll be some decent protection along the board.
You know, you seem like someone who knows how to read. Have you ever heard of the Codicil of White?
I was about to ask that same question, yeah.
There's immediately
You're illiterate, huh?
Ford kind of lean forward and
Yeah.
takes a long sip of her coffee. Kratos
Good
leans in
spit
and
take.
he says,
Illiterate, like.
"Interesting that you have heard of that. How did we come into the knowledge of such a book?"
Around town.
Our understanding is that Nas might have been onto a lead or had possession of it.
Well, good to know. I'll never meet that one. Yes, there's such a thing known as the Codicil of White. Apparently, there's a lot of information that devout followers from way back when sort of buried. There's some talk of methods of becoming the chosen of Oriel the Frost Maiden, lots of other information inside there. One of particular interest to the Arcane Brotherhood.
Continue.
Well, if Naslantimir is inside the Sea of Moving Ice, you have to take a long, hard guess, so that's probably a decent place to look for the book.
What's it called?
Iceland?
The what?
The Codicil of White.
Oh no, I know that. Where to
Okay.
look though? What did you say?
The what, sorry?
You said a
Where did you
place.
say a
Iceland.
place to look?
Oh, yeah,
The Sea of Moving Ice.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you said there was something else that you particularly, you guys were looking for, the Brotherhood.
Roll persuasion.
Very persuasive.
Does Tobias? Is Tobias also curious?
Yeah, maybe Tobias is one.
Sorry,
there.
what?
It's a 3.
As plenty of private matters, nothing that I'm sure will concern the safety
Well,
of these
That's
seven.
private.
Just
Alright.
secrets that we would like to keep under lock and key from dangerous individuals.
I have been called dangerous.
An individual.
And an individual.
I'm certain you are.
well. Sounds like we might have makings of a plan.
Which would Remy leads and he says, correct. Only one problem though. How the hell are we gonna get out to the sea and moving ice?
We need
Boat.
a ship. Right?
We have another potential ally out toward the Sea of Moving Ice. Do we want to talk about that possibility? Or is that like maybe another discussion?
Potential ally. I
Yeah.
like that.
I'm trying to be smooth.
That's smooth.
Oh, might as well, you know.
Subtle.
Force it seems that you guys have
We rule by council.
put up here. Okay,
It's a
yes.
democracy.
Just lots of friends. Seems to be friendly giants outside the border. That is quite the feat.
Hmm.
Lots of people hate the Frost Maiden.
Well, we'll be, what they're speaking of is, there's a ship called Dark Duchess in the Sea of Moving Ice.
Ah, that's most likely the crashed one. I'm assuming
Yes.
along the coast. Interesting.
We were
Seems quite
there,
crashed.
we were there just, 10 days ago. And,
No kidding.
yes, that,
Quite the adventures you seem to have been on.
Oh,
Jam packed.
yes, thank
Yes.
you.
We get round.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do go on. Apologies.
Oh, it's all right. We had a run-in with a rather large, rather white, rather blind dragon.
Blind.
Would you know anything about such a creature?
Top of my mind. At this point, all the Arcane Brotherhood kind of look at each other. No.
What was her name again?
A Matrix.
A Beatrix? Ring any bells?
And not that we're aware of.
She's really big. You probably remember
I would
her.
imagine it was a dragon. That's quite.
Seems to kind of like be along the coast there, though. You know, hunts around as dragons do.
About-
those things.
A wizard named
Malthron.
Malthron.
So many fucking names.
Snap points. Critters like off the top of my mind. Baleen, however, goes. And where did we hear this name? Wow.
Well, this large, white, blind dragon had his corpse on her back.
Seems to like be her weird buddy. I think she's crazy.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, basically we met him.
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of.
Alright.
That counts, yeah.
I spoke with
In
her,
a way.
and she seemed to have a shared interest in destroying the Frost Maiden as well.
Beg your pardon. Curtis leans forward. He says, so, you spoke with a dragon.
Yeah,
For sure.
A massive dragon.
biggest I'd ever seen, and I've seen a couple.
And that's not
Sort of
where
waves
it gets
over and
exciting.
some of the whiskey that was inside that exotic bottle that you had before gets poured into a glass before it comes over.
Oh, sure.
Can I
One
wait?
sip
That
of
was Kratos who did that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal it.
Well, we saw the handshake as it's coming. Yeah, it's between the two of you.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sleight of hand.
Yes, please.
Do it.
Yeah. That's gonna. If Emily can math, that's a 30.
As he sort of
I
gestures
love
it
it.
over,
We've done this before.
not really concentrating on when it happens. There's a
Siblings.
Thanks.
to go on.
He just has to be sober for this.
Well,
Anytime he does it, I'm just gonna keep stealing it.
I wouldn't call us friends, this white dragon and I, but
I was like, wow.
Don't call
we-
us friends.
we do seem to have mutual interests, and she spared my life,
Oh, yeah, clearly.
clearly.
Mm.
Reason I'm bringing it up is I think she could be an asset to us.
Potential.
Ally, friend. We'll see where it goes.
Yes.
So, to be clear, a part of this plan to go towards the Sea of Moving Ice is to try and converse and make a deal with the dragon.
See, that's implying we haven't already made a deal.
Because we kind
Beg
of have.
your pardon?
Yeah.
He
We
begs
already
it.
did.
What is it?
At which point, Remy's like, edge of the table at that moment. Says, what deal have you made with the dragon?
Oh, it was just a minor thing about 100,000 gold, but that's really not the important part. The important part is I have a relationship with her, and I believe that I can convince her to help us.
You owe her money.
More or less, yeah. But you know what? I think I can probably talk her out of that.
Oh, you think you could talk her out of that?
Yes, I
At which
do.
point Vanine is like, plan is starting to look a little scarce.
Well, I think you underestimate me.
Mr. Kennesley, you seem like a very charming man, and I've heard the delightful stories of the good people all throughout Easthaven. I mean, Icewind Dale, you guys have certainly spread a name for yourself. But we're talking about trusting a man that I just met to cross over to an island that we have, a rough idea about, in a manner that we haven't even established yet, to fight a god, I assume?
We've done it once.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist.
He got all the points.
You know,
Not alone though.
yeah. If you don't want to come, you don't have to. This meeting was more of a gesture
Don't
of
come on the adventure.
good faith.
I'm not
On the
coming home
first one.
empty-handed either. I'm more than willing to lend any bit of my expertise and knowledge and supplies that I have brought for the reparations of Easthaven. You're more than welcome to dig it out, however it is that you wish.
Well,
Valine still leans forward and says, "Forget the young coward. If
like
this dragon does indeed sport the corpse of Maltheron from Borderback, my offer still stands."
why does that interest you?
Maltheron was a rather powerful individual of great knowledge, and if he did indeed serve this Frost Maiden for a long time, then perhaps there's something on and or about her that I might be able to ascertain.
She's very fond of him, just so
Yeah.
you know. Very protective.
I mean, I suppose worst case scenario, if we've got to fight her, we can do that. But better not to cross out possible, enemy of friend of my enemy. What was the word saying again?
I think the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right, that one.
Yeah,
We got there.
yeah.
Also,
This is like a little
That's why you're a co-captain. You're not a captain.
wild
Legit just had a complete brain fart on that.
Yeah.
At which point Remy kind of leans forward and says, "Alright, we got two interested members to join the party to adventure on 4th.
Yeah.
However, we still need to make a plan of, plan with the dragon does indeed work and we're able to progress a little bit forward. We still have the manner of progressing. From what I've heard, Dark Duchess ain't exactly inside a sailing condition.
No,
So we would have to branch out elsewhere.
yes,
Do we?
we need a ship.
Or we have giants that could move Dark Duchess if we can. How long does it take to rebuild a ship?
but also the ship is
I have no
Control it.
idea.
We
I
only
have
have
no
to-
the
idea.
ship is under control of the dragon.
Right.
That's the
Right.
issue as well.
Well, I talked to her about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a moving horde would be cool for a dragon. I don't know.
So we would have the ship and the dragon would live on the ship? That's
I have no
pretty
idea.
terrifying.
Are we saying
Okay.
there's not another ship of that size?
At which point Kratos leans forward. He says, "I know of where you might be able to ascertain a ship."
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
royalty.
that.
That
He
is
knows.
way better.
Okay.
And I can certainly point you in the direction.
We would be very grateful.
We're
Provided
grateful
that I
for
can
you.
take
Yeah.
Kellyanne home.
Thank you. We're good.
Oh,
Whoa,
sorry.
wait, hold on,
What'd you say?
wait.
Provided that I can take Kellyanne home to Neverwinter.
Take her home. Would,
Correct.
That's not for us to decide, though.
yeah, we're sort of we're all about personal freedom here.
What's with the
Right.
tension?
Roll persuasion.
Hold on, I'm just writing down where I came from.
We spoke about it.
Neverwinter. No, we didn't.
You sent me like a whole thing, and I was like, sure.
I put a blank. I don't know where I came from.
Yeah, then I filled it in.
The
It
answer
was
is
Boulder's Gate is
Neverwinter.
where you were raised.
Like never went to
Seems
that. Doesn't
silly.
sound
We
real.
said sail to Boulder's Gate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll show you the message on.
Great.
I rolled a 12,
It was in
which
your other notes.
is
Oh yeah.
higher than a 10.
Well,
So we're,
12 is
we're
higher
on the
than 10.
upper half of
That
the...
is true.
This is, you're more than welcome to ask my sister.
What's with the tension?
Nice.
Well, I left and awkward silence.
Oh, beautiful.
No,
I'll speed this up then because I'm really looking forward to getting something accomplished today. Callian left home many years ago to a very dangerous area without so much of a consideration. I would much rather my sister be safe at home at our estate. It's quite an easy thing to understand, I'm sure.
But she's got a job here. We would have to hire another person. We'd have to get an HR team.
I
We'd have to-
don't think he cares.
Who else could
She
do the
works for
whisper
the
thing?
city.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's fantastic at her job. If you want my help to tell you where it is that you might be able to ascertain a ship, I need assurances that I can go home with my sister.
So you
We're
just want
adding
parties.
in the condition. I will go home if you can fork the money that we need for the dragon.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, because I'm great at those.
So you just want
And then
her-
anytime someone else talks and fast, I'm like, oh, this might not work out. It's great.
you would just like your sister to be safe.
Correct.
You love her.
Oh my gosh. Very
As clumsy
unsafe.
as she is, I'm rather fond of her.
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, that was a good glass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay, that's
One of the
Ooh, hey.
kobolds runs
Uh,
over to the glass and puts it back on the table, and it runs back to the corner.
19.
That's good, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Let me just pick up the glass. Hold on.
No, sure. Are you okay?
Uh huh. Yeah, it's great. It's just
Pretty
styrofoam.
high.
That was a metal glass.
Mm.
How much is it that you owe said dragon?
Oh, you know, in our terms, gold. In their terms, what was it? 100,000?
100,000 gold.
100,000 gold. So, you know.
You want me to ascertain 100,000?
Yes.
Or fake.
Well,
yeah.
Shouldn't be
yeah,
that
we
hard.
Had we had a thought about it's blind, so maybe 100,000 copper might work.
Deal.
Alright.
Great. And I have one more, just one more, if you don't mind.
Bailey says, of course there is.
If she wants to go back with you, she can, but she comes with us, and you come with us as well.
Yes,
First.
I'll escort you to the Dark Duchess and ensure that 100,000 sounds like gold is given. Once the payment is given, Kelly, as you agreed, you will come home.
Yes.
Very well. Once Ken
Big
starts
buff.
coming home with me, I'll let you know where it is that you could possibly find a ship.
Have you ever thought about living with us?
No, not in the slightest.
Oh, there's not as
The
many
only time that
rooms.
thought has ever come into my head is because I was forcibly pushing it out the other ear.
Hmm.
It's terrible.
Think about it now.
It's cold.
We could be
Desolate.
friends. Our house is. It's just okay.
Oh, we got a skin up.
Well,
We put skin on our walls.
you've both
Welcome to my home.
traveled
Forward, yeah.
a
This is
long way. We would love to provide quarters for you and your
If that's acceptable.
friends, and we can leave as soon as
very well. I will wait by my wagon in the morning. I've had a long journey, and I, quite frankly, am looking forward to
About
taking the boots off.
yes. Well, like I said, we would love to provide a place for you to stay.
Very generous.
Our house
I
is pretty
accept.
big.
Thank you.
Yes, and you as well.
Oh, great. Thank you. Very kind. But I will make do.
Are you going back?
No.
He has
No, because
to
you're
stay.
accompanying us.
Wait,
But
you
where are
sleep
you going to
outside?
stay?
I brought Diggs with me.
Oh, he's got one of those like
Camper van. Yeah.
It's got one of those tents in Harry Potter that, like, on the outside it's like really small,
Yeah.
and on the
Oh,
inside
shit.
it's like
literally what it
Yeah.
is.
I was gonna say in a van with a wolf on the side. That's so much cooler, dude.
It's called glamping.
Mm.
Yes.
Well,
Not that we're
So
No.
surprised.
Remy,
Yeah.
I think this has been a good meeting.
Yeah,
absolutely.
very
This is
productive.
good stuff.
Directive Zoom meeting.
Very good stuff. Thank you so much for coming over. Let's get I'll ensure that people can get you to
Yeah.
your thing. Cradle, I'm gonna steal you as Master of Coin. Let's just talk about this deal a little bit, if that's okay. And it's like, sure. Good. It's good. And bless
Bless you.
At that
Thank
note, Remy sort of steps up. Villian gets herself up, and the kobolds immediately start like come by her side.
Yeah.
And she says, "Yes, come on, don't start any shit." Smacks one's head
Hey!
as it starts strutting out.
Not here,
Are,
ma'am.
are the rooms at our house nicer than the White Lady, or because it's a room and a house?
Relatively the same.
I
Unless
think-
you guys put that for the dang the white lady. I don't want them in our house.
All right. Same.
Yeah.
I was gonna give them room and sleep in the bar, but okay.
Yeah.
No.
It's getting cozy.
She's like Lucius Malfoy and Meryl Streep and Devil Wears Prada. She's
No, it's
I'm
Draco
not those
Malfoy
people.
for my brother.
I want to clear the room,
Oh,
everyone
yeah,
except good
perfect, okay.
people.
Yeah, at which point Creditor does push out his chair, and at which point John to the armor that's been in the corner of the room just
oh yeah, that guy.
gets ready to
Wait.
follow him.
As
he
he's pushing back the chair, can I slip my foot underneath the chair?
Yeah.
Just pushing it back so
Oh,
it
so
falls
he-
back.
oh,
Sure, roll
nice.
me. Yeah, we'll make it a sleight of hand. Sleight of foot.
Just gonna ruin this whole deal.
Why does he want you back? You're such a trickster.
Why does he want you in his life?
Oh my gosh! What the?
I get the sense it's control.
Oh
I
yes.
seems like
24.
24, yeah. There's a brief moment.
sick.
Damn.
Goes to push out his chin. He starts
Ah.
sliding back.
Oh, are you okay, brother?
The suit of armor, however, is very quick to put one hand underneath his
Ah.
back before, like, just very gently pushing him up, and you just kind of.
You good, brother? Watch out for the floors. We did have that, battle a little bit ago. The floors are still holes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Still blunting.
Be careful as you push it back.
I would stay awake tonight. As he starts walking on out, the giant suit of armor starts following him out as the two of them leave. Dazard waits for them to leave, of course.
Does he?
Hello?
Can you put one of those bubbles around this room? Make sure that nothing's getting out.
Oh, sure. As he does it, a code of silence of spread around you guys. It goes quiet. And anything that's outside of the room is kind of hard to hear at this moment in time. And under the understanding of the spell, anything outside of the won't be able to hear you as well.
Thank you for offering that. You didn't have to do that.
It's alright.
Just so you know, as far as I'm concerned, you don't have to go back with him if you don't
yes.
want to.
Yeah, I have a few tricks up my sleeve that are going to hopefully make it so I don't
Okay.
go back.
I mean, we do have some time
Yeah.
before we need to make that decision, but it's probably best that you are completely transparent with me about that so I can help.
Yes.
Okay.
Just using my contacts that I've made through the years and being able to hopefully, get me away, or maybe I can talk with Remy and at some point when there's a bunch of chaos, I turn into someone else, or it just looks like I've disappeared, or something like that.
Callian could definitely go home.
Or we could
Yeah.
just convince your
Oh.
brother
know.
that you could take care of yourself because you're an autonomous person.
No,
I feel like
he
it's
won't fall for that.
Yeah, I feel like
I
it's a little-
appreciate
for that.
I appreciate
That's a
it, but
lot.
my brother would not fall for that. No.
I
Yes.
feel like Crino becoming their own person is not really something that he cares about.
No.
We could have had
And
a
also,
montage.
he doesn't know Crano exists.
Right.
He only knows Callian exists.
Right.
Remy, could you make that happen? Like a...
Almost flawlessly, he just turns into a picture perfect vision of Callian. I certainly can. And goes and he reaches out
Nice.
for the glass of whiskey that you had and takes a sip before fading out to himself. He's like, I'm a little disappointed this is empty. That would have been a cool finish to it, but whatever.
Stressful day, I drank it pretty quickly.
No,
I mean-
understand. Yeah, no, it's good stuff too.
Yeah.
I hate to...
Really well.
It did.
Yeah.
I'd hate to lose you out there,
Oh, he'll come back.
but... Okay. I was...
mean,
You've got your ways.
yeah, no, sneak back.
I was gonna ask if push came to shove, how you'd feel about maybe forcing your brother to tell us where that ship was.
I'd be okay with that. I think the repercussions would be my parents. It would not be him because he's a crying baby and would cry back to my parents, and they would most certainly come after you, and that's going to be far worse. So, yeah.
Okay, noted. Just weighing all our
Oh
options.
no, I appreciate your, and I would say that's a brilliant idea, except for now he's got this automaton with him. Didn't think he'd actually bring him.
He's their Charlie
So
Booker.
yeah, who's that
Pretty much.
big robot person?
Can't believe we didn't talk to
It's
him.
pretty much back home. You know, my father would work on things, and then my brother was getting into the studies, and so that kind of became a thing. And I guess he just kept on working. I've been gone a long time. Wow, my voice is shifting different accents. I'm working on it.
Yeah, no, it's hard. When you swap in and out,
Yeah.
don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah, you're Madonna. It's
Try
fine.
that second one was for me.
But yes, it's just something that's kind of, I mean, for us, once you've had all of the money in the world, pretty much, you can pretty much do whatever you want. And that's why I asked for the gold, because, well, gold, it would be a single gold to us compared to how much money my father has. So
Okay.
that's why I asked. And also, yes, I knew Remy and other people would more than likely have something up their sleeves to be able to help us in some way.
Always.
All right. Well,
So I might fake a dramatic death for you.
just
Change your identity. New
Or
social security number.
Remy can just look like me.
Yeah, that's good too.
all right. Well, I guess
Like
we'll
that.
cross that bridge when we come to it.
We're doing it.
Yes.
Right.
How
So,
long can you look like me, by the way?
With this? No, until I want.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes in there now.
so I guess we leave in the morning.
Uh,
Do we all
Sounds great.
feel okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Dizzy means
Mhm.
forward. It's very important that you know. Valian is most likely going after something else other than Professor Scant.
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Do you know what?
Your delightful brother mentioned the chosen, sort of ritual rite that seems to have been given by God to become, a rather powerful endeavor. And I imagine this Siphic culture fella you encountered beforehand wasn't entirely too dissimilar from the process, except he's probably just simply not the chosen one. There was a woman a long time ago by the name of Edrin. She was a devout follower of Frostmaiden, so much so that she became the chosen. Now, she's long been dead. I think previous heroes of Icewind Dale confronted and slain her. However, there are reasons I believe that her corpse is still with the Frostmaiden.
What was her name?
Edrin. I think Valine, being interested in necromancy herself, wants the corpse.
To revive?
I would guess so. There's latent power inside her corpse, which I don't know if maybe the Frostmaiden is keeping as some sort of, for lack of a better term, battery, or there just hasn't been another chosen, so either she's incapable of making one and is keeping this corpse as a result, or there's something else to it. I would like to come along with you to Grimskull, whatever it was that was phrased, and with your permission, I would like to take it back to Thay, where Dazan is from. Keep the corpse there, and maybe there's some sort of secret, some sort of research that can come out of it that may be able to assist in this endeavor coming forward.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it all ends then and there,
but just in case.
but who doesn't enjoy a good insurance policy, you know what I mean?
I mean, you enjoy it until you need it,
Exactly.
and then you gotta hang around on the phone with them for hours just to get them to do anything, and then they don't want to do.
completely
Yeah,
lost
I know.
my
I'm
sense.
sorry.
I am like one.
Yes,
You
that's
know,
true.
So
This guy knows a lot.
Yeah.
That's
I-
why he's a speaker.
there we go.
Okay, great. Yeah, I don't have any problem with that. You guys have any problem with that? Him taking the corpse? I don't know.
And we're all okay with if Veline attempts to go for the corpse, that we stop her in any way possible. I wouldn't trust her. with
We
it.
kill her.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
That-
I've
that's
never
so
been
that's
right
what
when
I
I say that before. It's
Yes,
the very
no,
first
on-
time.
On par.
I'm gonna kill her.
Well, does he? Seeing as how you're one of my best friend's fiance,
Huh? Huh?
Yes.
and also
Actually.
the fact that I know you've only been alive for a year, and everything you tell me is the truth because, well, it's just not in you to lie. It may have been in you before you became what you are now, but I'm just saying I trust you.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah, no, I'll take that. Yes.
And I trust you a hell of a lot more than I do her. So yeah, if it comes to it,
Is she also from Thay, you said? Has Borland heard of Thay?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
You're from an area where you would have heard of Thay at some
Mhm.
point. This goes. Not to my / Design's knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah. She doesn't dress like it, I imagine.
Okay.
They got no sort of memorabilia going on, you know. Colour.
Cute. Yeah, I like
Thank you. Good. Thank you. That's all it is. I don't need to discuss any further business. I have some things I would like to attend to before and get things in order.
by all means,
See you later.
see you sunrise.
See you later.
We'll
I'll see you
fun.
at sunrise.
So fun. I'll see you 10 minutes before sunrise, back of the house.
10 minutes, yes, ma'am.
Ayo! You did a lot done in
Before
10
sunrise.
minutes.
And Dizzy leaves out, leaving you guys all there with Remy.
Donner.
Hmm.
I don't know about you, but I don't think that Ronnie should come. Maybe he should stay behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew that.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna invite.
I think he'll be bummed,
No,
but
I know. He has a theater project. He'll be super
Yeah.
occupied,
Yeah,
super busy. Yeah, I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
keep him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
There's not enough seats in the wagon, so.
He could, sit on anyone's lap, but yes, I understand.
and,
Anyone
Or
will
shoulders.
laugh.
Yeah, I don't know about the wagon. I think I get the feeling that Kratos gonna have like a big to-do
Yeah.
wagon.
A
anyway,
fancy
so,
wagon.
yeah,
Probably.
Oh,
probably.
this smells.
Yeah.
This wagon smells. Oh, this
I
wagon's
think,
splintery.
speaking of my brother,
Our wagon smells like fish
Yeah.
monster. Sorry. We all got on the fish monster.
I think, Remy, you and I should walk and talk about me, I guess, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
There's enough you need to know about me that, to, you know. If you're
Yeah,
going back
get
to
running out. I
this,
could do an
yeah.
impression, but if he quizzes, that's going to be nasty.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe you and I should walk
Get
and
a
talk
drink,
tonight.
yes.
Yeah. We'll get a drink, that too.
Alright. I'll get my shit in order. And then, let's power out tonight.
Yeah.
And then,
If anyone wants to get to know me, we could also take a walk. Have a beer. Anybody?
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so
Thanks,
We
Borla.
haven't had a talk in a while. You moved
You're all-
out of the room, and I haven't seen you in a long time.
I have a new roommate.
I thought I had a friend.
She's oh, I'm still your friend, Borla.
I've just been
Definitely
sleeping in a room by myself.
Oh, poor
Unwatched. Anything could happen.
If it makes you feel
I
any
wake
better,
up, there's not a creep looking at me anymore.
So sad.
if it makes you feel any better, in the past 2 nights I've had to sleep on the floor.
It does it? Does it make you feel better?
Don't have like any schadenfreude or anything like that, so no, not really.
Been afraid.
that was good. Show me good. That was good.
Never heard that in an accent. Okay.
Alrighty, so
The wrong
knowing
accent, but
that
sure.
I like that.
we're going to be heading out in the morning out of Easthaven out towards the Dark Duchess, what is it that we would like to do, my friends? We still have most of the day. We have plans for tonight as well. We have a brief 10-minute plan.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't underestimate.
You're really you as a person, you really gotta keep all three of us, don't you?
as much as I'd like him to come, I think Charlie should stay behind.
Maybe.
Charlie's
I
a
don't
small
want
town
him
boy.
to die.
Yeah.
That's partly it, but also
He's
he's
tough.
And
you
I
know,
was-
an integral part of rebuilding this place.
as much as I love Charlie, when it comes to our illusion, he might mess it up.
Yeah, he's not subtle.
No, and he knows that I'm Callian and Crano. He might very easily give away the fact that I'm Crano and
absolutely
Callian, and then
would.
he'll be like, "Why is there a Callian and Crano?"
Mm-hmm.
So it might be better for
Yeah.
him not to come.
He absolutely would.
All right.
Yes, he most. That I was
Yeah.
giving a little like
That's true. Yeah.
benefit of the doubt, but no, he most certainly will fuck that up.
I mean, is this it? Are we like, when we go, we deal with dragon, and then like we're on the edge of the sea of moving ice? Is it then on to Oriole herself?
Well, I think that'll depend on where that ship is,
No.
how it goes with the dragon.
Moment
Yeah.
by moment, guys.
Well, yeah. My question is do we have the giants with us or on standby? They still have a like interest in taking out the Frost Maiden, and my sort of brief +0 to my history knows that dragons and giants don't get along too well, generally. But I just don't know what we do about them. Probably not leave them here because it's like the opposite side of all of Icewind Dale.
Right.
I just don't know.
I just want to know.
I feel like we would need to regroup
Yeah.
after a dragon.
Could
but
always
depends
just
where.
check in with them, let them know what's going
Mhm.
on. They can, maybe they have an idea what they want to do.
Yeah, if they want to come,
It's about retaking their home.
yeah. Let's talk to them. Let's see if
All right.
let's be transparent.
Uh,
Let's tell them that we're going to make an ally out of a dragon and see how they feel about it. And if they have a problem with it, then I'll talk to them. Yeah. Hopefully roll like a 30.
I don't know that means, but you
Or
don't
if
like
no-
it.
Nothing else, maybe they don't deal with the dragon with us, but
Directly. Yeah.
they're on for the let's take the tower back,
Siege.
Grim Scale or whatever it was.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and it's a cool flex either
What was
way.
it? Is that right?
Skull.
Grim Skull. Whatever.
Yeah, but it's spelled good skull.
Grim Skull. Oh, yeah, because it's more Nordic.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Also,
the plan.
I
It's a
guess
simple process.
because Crano and Callian will be going at the same time, because we'll both be side by side. Maybe Crano is Callian's bodyguard.
Or just a member of
Ah.
the Zentrum
Yeah.
looking after the device.
Sure.
Mr.
Okay.
Kensley.
Which
Either
isn't,
or.
which isn't far off.
Far, yeah.
Could even be a militia of the captains, you don't know.
Yeah.
Every lie has a kernel of truth. Okay.
I was a bodyguard. I was a bodyguard for like an hour, and I'm already fired.
You look great doing it.
Thank you.
Alright.
All right.
Alright, so as we go on and step out of the room with a goal in mind and an idea of a plan.
I'm not going out the front door though.
That's fair.
I'm going out the window.
Fair
On the
enough.
front door.
You guys watch as Canyon
I'm stealthing down the window because my brother's
still
out
in
the
a
front
dress
door.
out the window.
Hell yeah.
Like a Disney film. Yeah, and as you guys still have the rest of the day knowing that in the morning you will be heading out to out into Icewind Dale towards the Dark Duchess yet again.
Mhm.
That is when we're going to end tonight's episode of Icewind Dale.
Dun.
And join us every night, Tuesdays at 9 p.m. as we continue this adventure. After a nice bit of talkies and a lot of information, we got a great adventure
Notes.
ahead of us.
The
as
amount
we
of
head on
notes
out.
we had to take for this one.
That's why I was like, bring a notebook. You've got this. There's gonna be names and information
And
that,
mine got
scroll,
Will Dragon on it.
and there we go. So yeah, catch us as always here at Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Mondays at 8 p.m. is when we have our DM chats. By the
PST.
time this comes out, actually, I might be able to say this. We have a very special DM chats coming up soon. We're going to have a special guest. We won't name them now. We'll be making a post about them. But they'll be joining us, and I'm really looking forward to it because I adore this man, and I can't wait for you guys to meet. It's going to be great. But yeah, if you love someone, tell them that you love them.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, just subscribe, give us all your money. Send
Follow
all your
us on
personal
Twitter
information.
too.
Social security number could be great. You guys could just post in the chat. That would be safe. Anyways,
Don't actually do that.
until then, cheers, guys.